Good, good timing. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Welcome, everybody.
Hey!
We had some nice, we have some nice festive bumper screens tonight, thanks to Ryan making some ones for this, and I don't know, presumably next week. I don't know. We'll figure out next week at a later time, but we have those. Also, in the spirit of holidays, whatever, I got myself a self present for a little show and tell tonight. See if we can focus up on this, because she's a little small, as is the case with minifigures. But let's see.
Aww.
Hold on,
Cool.
wait. Can I? There she is.
Nice.
Yeah.
And there is Audra.
Did you do
Nice.
the
Yeah, flaming
the
sword.
pre-painted or not?
I
Painted,
bought
but,
it
did you do-
painted. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do not have the skill to paint myself. So I paid to have them do it, and it looks real good. And now she's here. So no
Is
matter
that
how
Hero
soon.
Forge?
Yes,
Yep.
it is.
Is it like so? Is it painted or is it like they actually print with colored rosin or something like
It might be the latter.
They have a ton of freaking colors of filament, like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
ton of
Yeah.
colors.
They can
of
fill a ladder?
filament.
Yes,
Fit
it's
a ladder in there?
Yeah, there's a ladder. Remember the 10-foot ladder she
That's
built?
where our ladder went.
that?
Yeah, our
It's
ladder
on the
budget
minifig.
went into this, guys. Yeah, if only it cost 10. You kidding me? That costs way more than that. Anyways, so I've got that on my desk forever, despite the fact that she seems to have a death wish in this campaign. But I don't plan on letting her die. Of course, who knows what's gonna happen tonight, right, Richard? Handing it over to you.
Plans to let their characters die.
Probably 30 minutes from now, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Cut to 30 minutes. They're all dead. They're all dead.
All right, time
But
for
I
one of my
was-
18 backups we discussed pre-stream.
But we kind of steamrolled past it. But guys, if you check out on our YouTube page, and maybe I'll make a GIF of it so we can post it online. But I made a short little holiday-themed loading screen bumpers for us for
that's nice.
just for today's session. Artem, it was not a slight to not include Rain. I just don't have Rain in that art style. So Richard, if we could commission one more Rain to look like, I just wanted the storybook
Well, hey,
aesthetic.
You
for
want
that,
me
so.
to do another commission? What?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like something I'd be up for doing.
smash cut to Richard's like Fiverr order page, and there's like 10 in progress right now already. Hey,
Right.
you know what?
Literally just did another one.
Hey, it might not have rain, but it did have snow.
And there's your daily worst joke you've heard today, folks. We're all ready.
Thank you.
I'm surprised it wasn't from me.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, they're nice. They're nice little
There's still
screens,
time.
and there was the one at the top. There'll be one when we take a break. There'll be one at the end. So thanks for making those, Ryan. They're nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to
I got a
tune in
pretty
during-
good meeting today where they're like, have a good 2 weeks. So I'm like, see ya. And I made that just like it's like, well, I'm already up. So
Yeah.
might as well.
Celebration.
We had opposite meetings because the last one I had was the one I had mentioned like over the weekend to you. That's like, hey, so I know this goes through the end of the year, but can we just accelerate and get everything done this week? It's like, sure, you're paying me the same. You bet you're paying me the same, but okay. Time for an absolutely chaotic week. Oh man. Anyways, speaking of chaotic things, last week.
Oh boy, howdy! Last week.
I don't know how
We
we're gonna
live,
survive this.
and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
We live to what purpose?
Let's
you know,
see.
it's like why'd we try?
Who would like to recap what happened?
Yeah,
last
I would
time?
like after the recap for us also to just review what we actually have left at our disposal on our sheets because
Sure.
No,
I would
we
love to
find
know
that
where
out
we're all
live.
at.
So we started off, and we're in a prison cell. It's a bad time. He's like, you get to hang out there. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Rain emerges from the book, and she's just in a closet somewhere, and she's like, yo, what the fuck? And she sees all of our stuff around. So logically, she's like, oh, some shit popped off. Ooh. And so she hollers at Anwar, and he's like, yeah, hey, we're locked up. Please stay hidden. Don't die. So Rain was like, I'm gonna start so many fires. So she left the safe space, and she went
We
to
don't
a
know how
few
safe it was, to
locations.
be honest.
To be fair, yeah. But she went to a couple locations and was like, time for arson. So she lit some shit on fire, and then I think she came into the hallway right around the time my own judgment was skewed and I decided to go fisticuffs with a guard. Which kind of just triggered like a whole combat thing.
It's a whole thing.
But just
we won't
before that,
know.
they were like aware of the fires and they thought it was our fault, and we're like, "Yo, we don't fucking what?"
Because of racism. They're
Because
just
of
like, oh, fires.
racism. They
Gotta be
decided.
the fire genasi.
Or the
To be fair,
tiefling guy.
Rain learned from the best.
Yeah.
Both of them were
Grease
led
fire.
by you.
So what we did, we fought. We almost lost Hunter, but then he came back. But again, we won, and we don't know to what end. We don't know what the hell we're doing or where we're gonna go. But we're anywhere. We're in a hallway,
Well, what we could
and
be
there's like
doing
5 or
is-
6 dead barbarians.
Yeah, you're kind of in this kind of open area that is surrounded by cells. The open area has a number of tables and such. Off to one side, you've got kind of a kitchenette kind of area, kind of a mess, if you will. And then, yeah, it kind of channels down into a hallway. And at the end of that hallway is a staircase that leads downstairs. And so, yeah, all of this fire started, like, I imagine within a minute or so ago, because the entire battle itself was less than 10 rounds, which means all of that
Yeah.
was like boom, like within a minute. It's like quick, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And all of that happened all pretty quickly.
Just because I counted rounds, it was 5 rounds, 30 seconds exactly.
Okay,
Wow.
yeah,
So
literally
last-
half a minute to be like, what's going on? And like echo Chimera's
Wow.
going on, and like boom, boom, boom within 30 seconds.
So
All
in in-game
of the guards,
time,
including the extra ones that came in, are down, and you guys are here. If you would like to take a second out of time of the game to just analyze real quick what you have left,
Yeah.
I'll allow that to get yourself back in the
Yeah.
mind of the resources your characters had.
Yeah, I love that. But yeah, basically, last session took place in what, like maybe 5 to 10 minutes tops of in-world time.
Yeah, there was kind of the
Oof.
first session where Lopaw was chewing you out.
Oh right, okay, so a little bit
And-
longer. We
and-
did
but
short
then-
rest, yeah.
But then after that, yeah, like
Yeah.
the second half of the
Right.
session, all was
Like
within
he
like
listened
a
to
minute.
us in terms
Oh, right.
of like
And
who
Happy
you think
Dan-
you report to, and we're like, we're pretty sure we report to Knuckle, and he was like, bitch,
Yeah.
you thought
Yeah.
you report to me, and we're like, and
Well,
and
do we?
so
And Happy Dan is somewhere else. He got
Happy
taken
Dan is
somewhere
still
else.
with
We don't know
them
what's
because he's interrogating Happy Dan because he wants to make sure our story matches
this.
up with his
This
story.
poor guy.
I do recall us
Happy
hearing
Dan's
some
on
sort
his
of
side.
commotion
Yeah.
that I feel like Happy Dan may or may not be.
Super dead.
You're really trying to stand on my mouse right now, but
What was that, Andrew? What were you saying about Happy Dan?
I feel like Happy Dan is somehow related to that shenanigan noise scuffle.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Are we investigating that or just
What
letting
noise thing? What noise thing are you talking
No.
about?
we heard some sort of hubbub
Commotion
going on,
outside.
a commotion, thank you, going on
No,
somewhere.
no.
One that rain
You mean the-
caused.
That's for the fire.
It was Happy Dan.
I was gonna say the commotion of everybody's going. The stables are on fire.
Oh, that. Oh, okay. That.
Did you just
was-
gaslight yourself into thinking that Happy Dan caused our escape?
No. But I thought on our way out, I remember when we were.
There is no on your way out yet. You guys are still up in the thing. We ended the session with you
Right,
guys still in
yeah.
there.
Right.
Yeah.
I would. Okay. Never mind.
Okay,
It's-
so anyway,
We
So
see
I-
the
take
map of
take
the,
a moment to
city.
look over your resources
Yeah.
if you would like. I am going to start this session off by asking everyone to give a perception check.
Okay. So we had to
Just so you can get,
Resources.
just so we can find out what you guys hear or sense in any kind of way, given that a fight just occurred. There's a lot of commotion going outside because of the fire and stuff.
So we do have all of our things back, at least. Like, inventory is back, right? Like, Rain brought us everything.
I mean, I assume that Rain's passing out
Yeah,
the remainder of the stuff
okay,
at this
cool.
point. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Guys, I know I said I didn't trust her, but she brought my shield back, and I desperately fucking needed that.
I have 2 uses of my War Priest left, and that is the only like thing I have.
I think you might have used that actually a couple times last time.
Only once. It's a bonus. It's a
Alrighty.
bonus action, and so I ended up reserving that for other stuff.
I have 2 level 3 spells, and I can still do Bane and Bless for free 4 times today.
Yeah, I do have my cantrips. I still have Spare the Dying, so like nobody will hopefully drop dead.
Knock on wood right now.
We got that.
Knock on wood.
Otherwise, I mean, I
have-
got.
A luck and a relentless endurance.
I technically,
all.
I do. Oh, I do have my Furbog stuff. I can still go invisible, and I can still disguise self. I do have those.
You know, also, to paint a picture for you too, there are some kind of small murder hole-sized windows that you can't really like squeeze out of.
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna
in the
ask
prison
about
cells.
the window.
Yeah, but you do have visibility, and just like by the scale that is at the bottom of the map, it's only like 20 feet for like the full exterior wall. So like if you guys want to find some way, like if you guys just want to escape, you're really close to like
Yeah.
one of the walls to get out of the city.
We
If
got
you
rope.
guys want to track down anybody else who's in here, that could be a different story. Agonazar, did you? Oh, test. The last one was test. Okay, got it.
I'm
Rain
using my
got a
work
17.
laptop, so I
Okay,
had to reinstall some stuff.
okay. Kamira and Audra, you guys are like too distracted by everything that just happened and
Yep.
just getting your shit together. Kamira, you're probably getting your shield, putting it on, stuff like that. So you're not noticing anything. Rain, you hear that there's some footsteps coming up the stairs. Hunter, because of your training to scout and to listen for things very specifically, and Anwar with your kind of helmet thing that can give more precise information with your perceptions, you guys can detect that there are 2 sets of footsteps that are running up the stairs, and they sound like they are from large individuals. With that knowledge, what do you do?
Y'all, flank steps, and I'm gonna draw out. I'm gonna dual wield, and I'm going to activate the dagger of poisoning mind.
Okay.
Hopefully, that's not wasting that. We will see.
I guess Aldra will look over at Chimera and give a look like, okay, I guess we're not out of this yet, and take like a, shield up, sword ready pose.
Is there a window or something? What floor are we on currently?
You're on the 2nd floor. There's only 2 floors.
And that's what, like 15, 20 feet?
Yeah, let's call it 15 feet above ground level.
I don't suppose there's an Assassin's Creed style stack of hay
There,
right at the bottom of that.
We do
there
have rope.
is not, and currently the windows around at least this area don't seem like they're big enough to fit out of, unless you're gonna do like a reduced spell or something.
Hey,
What
Richard,
if
Richard, can we get the
we tinker the wall.
Richard, can we get the water wheel page so that it has our tokens and stuff?
Oh,
too?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot to move you guys to it.
No worries.
Okay.
I've been on
Hey,
it
did
for
you
like
see that the
5 or 10 minutes.
the
now.
windows are small so that we can't get through?
Correct.
Okay.
There's definitely visibility, and there might be other windows elsewhere, but at least in the jail area, the windows are not big enough for people to escape from.
Damn.
That nixes that plan.
Sucks to suck, losers.
Yeah, Kamira's like, I'm out.
10 episodes
I mean,
later,
I will
Chimera's like, let
say-
me tell you about my old party.
By the scale of this map, you can move your echo 30 feet.
Mhm.
You can get out of the city at any time of your choosing. You could just look over past the thing and just yeet yourself out.
Just all of a sudden she's gone. You just hear.
Can
like,
You would fall down a pit and like start rolling into the moat, but you'd get out.
Richard, can you
Yes.
remind me which building we're in? Is it 12?
We're you're in number 12.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
you're
you.
you're like in the back of number 12 right
Okay,
now. The
okay.
stairs are more towards the front of number 12, so if you want to start heading down that hallway to flank the stairs, as Hunter said, you could run over and do that. It's
Is there any-
unclear if you would make it to the front of the stairs by the time they get up or not. But
I will.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
there anywhere
Hunter
to-
definitely will. Not sure if anyone else will.
Is there anywhere to take cover up here?
Oh yeah, totally. So there's there's the hallway, and then it opens up to this larger room. So if you wanted to either like stand to the side right outside the hallway, if you wanted to flank at the entrance to the hallway, or if you wanted to get there's just kind of these, they're almost like picnic tables almost. They're just like these large bench table things.
Oh, that we
you
could, like,
you
kick
could
up.
like you could kick up, you could do anything like that of those. If you want to make some barrier type stuff, you could do that, absolutely. So Hunter's going over and flanking the stairs. I don't know if flanking's the right word if he's the only one who can get there in time, but he's going over and being ready at the stairs. What's everyone else doing?
Audra's setting up just at the ready in her current position, which probably isn't too far from the stairs, but...
Wait, hold on. You two have the least health right now.
That's what I said. I'm not going to the stairs. I'm setting up where I am. I'm just staying there.
Okay.
Rain's
Also,
knock
I have
over a
literally no
thing.
means of restoring any more HP unless someone's got potions on them.
Yeah, I stab and dash. I'm not waiting around.
He's got the
Rain-
mobile feet. He can try to do his thing.
Yeah, I'm
So
not
wait,
heading
who's-
to the stairs. I'm just planting where I am.
Who's low on health right now?
If you look at the
Tokens are at the
Oh,
bottom.
okay.
yeah, tokens are down
Hunter and
here.
I tried to heal Hunter and I, but I rolled 2 nat 1s for the cure wounds
Hmm.
last time, which was great.
For the good of the group. Okay, so Rain, real quick, she's gonna push over one of the things and then set out next to her. She has 1 potion of healing that's in her inventory that she knows for sure is healing, and then she like sets aside the box with the potions in it that she grabbed from the closet, and she's gonna say, "I don't know what these are, but they might help."
Yes, I remember that I
I-
gave you those.
I
yes.
didn't know this was the case.
I forgot about that. I did know where I wrote down what they were though.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me. I need to pull that up right now.
Upon Rain saying she doesn't know what they are, Audra's gonna like kind of peek up over her shield a bit, and she's gonna throw out her 1-a-day detect magic to try to like
Ooh.
ping, because I can find out what they all are potentially, or at least how they're classified. You know,
Mhm.
if one of them is
Oh, please.
necromancy, I'm not drinking it.
Drink it.
Dibs.
And I said there were 6 of them.
Probably.
I
think
didn't
so.
realize Rain grabbed a 6-pack out of the closet before she came to us.
Well, she just grabbed like a
Oh,
box.
there were
and she was
4.
like, I don't
Yeah,
know
there
what
were
this
4.
is.
You're right.
Okay.
There were 4.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you're trying to tell what kind of...
So if they're magical, then I can use
Mhm.
an action to determine what school of magic they are.
So that's what you're doing while someone's running up the stairs right now?
I mean, if we're low on health and there's potions in front of her, then
Well,
yeah,
you know
she's
what
gonna
a
at least
healing
give it a
potion
look.
looks like.
I will say for sure one of them.
Okay.
I mean, she has a healing potion that she set out as well.
Yeah.
So if somebody
Everyone
wants,
knows
they
that
can
healing
grab the one.
potions are red because they're cherry flavored.
Mm-hmm.
Right, of course.
So if somebody wants to grab the healing potion, they're more than welcome to it. She has one that is just, she knows what it is. It was in her inventory before.
Okay.
But there
And
are
there
4
is
other
one
mystery
one of those 4 potions, I believe, will match at least mostly what
In
level
color.
of healing.
She just have a regular potion of healing. I think this is
Okay.
the only thing I took.
All right.
There is one potion. There is one potion that looks like her potion, except for that it is thicker and like the color more vibrant.
Okay.
Richard, do I still have my potion of greater healing in my inventory? Like, did they take that from me?
Oh,
You would have gotten it back with all the gear, I guess.
Right,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
wanted to make sure they
Yeah.
weren't like, this is mine.
As long
Okay.
as it's in your inventory before, yes,
Okay.
you still have it.
Then
tight.
okay, then detect magic is up for a minute, so I'll let that hold, and Audra will probably grab the thicker one and toss Hunter the thinner one.
While he's like running out over there.
Yeah, she'll just like, hey, heads up, we need these, and
Snag it.
Okay, she snags a thing, throws it over to Hunter, and Hunter, with his quick mobility, rushes over to the stairs.
yeah.
that
What
one
is
thing.
everybody else doing?
I'm following
Take-
Hunter, and I'm gonna ask him, do you have ball bearings or caltrops
What
or
about- Is grease a cantrip?
No,
Oh, bummer.
You would think,
that'd
yeah,
be a busted ass cantrip.
but in fact,
Yeah.
yeah, it would.
With the amount of damage it's done.
That's true.
I could do something, but it's not worth the 3rd level slot.
I could smash a couple a couple vials, glass vials on the floor.
Guys, you got 6 seconds.
All right, I got something.
Hunter, you've done your thing.
That's fair.
Audra, you've done your thing.
Yep.
All right.
Trying to
Let me
emphasize, they
know-
are coming up the stairs right now.
Yeah.
Let me know if I can do this, Richard. I have minor illusion.
Mm-hmm.
So what I could do is basically cast from the doorway,
Yes.
make it look like the room is empty. So like
Mm.
from they look, they get there and they look, and when they look at the room, it's a 2D picture of the room.
They don't see the
You
dead
know.
bodies.
Yeah.
It's just almost like
No,
taking a
dead
picture of a
orcs.
camera
Yeah.
and then like putting it in front of the camera.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
ma-
I totally
do
get what
that?
you're
Should at
putting
least buy
down.
us some time.
I love it so much, I'm giving it to you. I don't know what the exact dimensions of that door are, but I'm giving it to you. That sounds great.
Wily
To be
Coyote
fair,
shit.
To be fair, isn't it a fucking intelligence check?
It is. It is. It's not guaranteed
Oh,
to
this is gonna be
work,
good.
but
But
it's.
it would be so perfect.
Can we question just not? It won't have any effect on their intelligence roll, I assume, but just for fun, can Anwar roll a performance to see what this is how good it actually looks?
I'm just gonna give it to
Oh,
him.
please.
I would love to.
Don't make it harder on us.
Yeah,
No.
What?
yeah. I'm just gonna
Put
give
that
it to you.
evil on us, Ricky Bobby.
I don't give out inspiration points as much, but when somebody comes up with something creative, that's my version of giving inspiration points. I'm like, yeah, you get that. That's
Yep.
a good one.
And of
Okay,
course,
so that's what. So Hunter's running out there. He's got a potion because Audra was giving stuff out and planting herself. That's what she did.
Yeah.
Anwar's doing up a minor illusion. Chimera, you were heading over kind of behind Hunter. You're probably not going to get as far as him. He can make it all the way to the stairway. You would not be able to get that far because you're not nearly as fast as him.
that's fair. Mhm.
Unless
So
you're
what I
using like
imagine-
some echo. Unless you're using some echo magic to catch up, I'll allow that.
So what I
I'm-
imagine it looks like is Hunter on one side of the door, I guess Miss Kamira on the other side of the door, and then like Anwar about 5 feet back. His armor kind of transforms into like a projector,
Mhm.
and it shoots out a beam of light around the dimensions of the door.
Yeah.
So like
Oh, here-
we can see, but we can kind of see a little bit on the
Is
other
it like
side.
a two-way
So-
mirror kind of deal?
So wait, but this is important though. Are Hunter and Chimera going to the stairway, which is at the other end of the hall, or are you guys staying right before the hallway where Anwar has made his illusion?
Oh, I'm gonna stay on the other side of the illusion.
Yeah, I'm like where the second they burst into the room, I can like stab and dash.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
yeah.
Alrighty. So last step we need to decide is Rain. Rain, were you also just divvying out stuff? I guess that's probably what.
Yeah, I mean, she pulled out the stuff, and I mean, she let people take stuff. If I can, I would like her to take cover behind one of the things, and she just has her staff ready.
Totally. I'll give that to you. All right. So you guys do all of those things, and you hear the footsteps run up. They made it to the top of the stairs. They're running over towards the towards this open room that you guys are in. And the illusion's kind of like one way, right? So it's not like you guys are seeing anything. So I would say you get a good look before they can get a look at. I am going to roll 2 things real quick.
Please,
Okay.
please.
All right. This kind of makes sense.
If it
So-
helps at all, my spell save DC is 15, and for
You-
them
you
to
mentioned that.
look past, it's a intelligence save. So
Yep.
do with that what you
yeah.
will.
I do that with what I will, and these guys make it to the top of the stairs. They start running your way, and you guys can see them, and you notice that it is Auric and Ronkin.
Damn it!
Oh, shit.
Wasted my dagger.
We're saved.
I'm still
We're
gonna stab him.
saved.
I'm gonna stab him.
Yeah.
I guess Rain probably wouldn't know them at all. Actually,
He has no fucking idea.
Rain has
She's
no
about to
fucking idea who they are. Rain sees a big hulking orc, or half orc, I think, running up, and as well as a furbolg, in kind of roguish clothing, and the orc is wearing he's kind of got like these like body paint kind of, or he kind of like if Jason Momoa was an orc, a little bit like that.
Okay,
And
so
they're-
just because she's skittish, I'm gonna roll odds evens. Odds, she shoots at the orc, before she even sees the Furbolg.
Mhm.
Because the
Hey,
Furbolg
that's
would
fair.
throw her off a little bit, but the orc is just like, there's a bunch of orcs that.
Yeah, totally. I will
So-
say right before you do that though, as they get halfway down this hall, Ronkin is going to go, whoa, 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 whoa. There is some kind of illusion going on here. And
He
they're
can
gonna
also
look
detect
over,
magic. Yeah.
Fucking Christ, damn it!
Wait, hold on. So you're shooting through the illusion?
I think so. I mean, as soon as she realizes they see that there's an illusion, she's like, "No, she doesn't know who they are."
I mean, the point is that they would see the illusion and either walk through it, or they would at
Stop
least
for a
you would
moment.
want to wait, stop for a
Yeah.
moment, because if you shoot through it, then there's no point of the illusion.
That's not how ambushes work.
Yeah,
But
I-
you would
They
still,
haven't-
but
they
you would,
haven't hit the vulnerable spot yet.
right? But to Ryan's point, you don't you
No,
will
that is
you
right.
you don't strike them until they come through the door.
Right, that's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would see the Furbolg first before that happened, because
You
there's
can't
there's
drop the piano until they're standing on the X, my
Yeah.
guy.
Actually, yeah. Never mind. Because she would see the Furbolg at that point, she's not gonna fire.
Yeah,
That's-
there's
Okay,
like-
so yeah, the Furbolg's gonna
Yeah.
stop the orc real quick and be like, wait, hold up. Somebody put up some kind of illusion. Let's go in careful here.
Yeah.
And they're gonna start creeping forward. They're
Uh-oh.
gonna look back and then look back forward. Ronkin's gonna have 2 daggers out, kind of going forward, and then Auric is going to have 2 axes out, kind of creeping forward, being careful.
Can Anwar drop the illusion and be like, "Oh, you guys could tell that easily?
Aw.
Did I get the tiling off? I got the wrong color, didn't I?"
Anwar, my kind can detect the magic. I'm sure you did fine.
Ronkin's gonna say, didn't detect the magic, but I make a lot of illusions. I can spot them when I see them.
Oh,
Well,
that
y'all,
makes
I
me feel a
gotta
little
stab
better.
somebody real
Oh,
soon.
no, well done, well done. If it wouldn't be, you wouldn't have, no, but I can tell.
Are these allies then?
What? Yeah, who are you?
Who are you?
It's a long story. We can all reconnect later. Point is,
Right.
we need to get out of here.
Heck yeah, you do.
Yeah, we.
I don't know what the fuck you did to piss off
So
Lopon this much. And did you start this fire?
Audra
No.
turns toward Rain a little bit.
No.
Hey, I got 40
Roll
seconds.
deception.
I got 40 seconds to stab something before this wears off, so we should get moseying.
Oh, good luck with the deception against my uncle.
There you go. I
Yep.
did it very in character.
He's gonna say, okay. All right. You didn't start the fire. Got it. Well, in any case, yeah. If you're gonna go, you guys gotta go now. Like, I think there's a window around this way that you guys can get out of. Like, we can hold the door for you and tell them that you guys already like escaped or something. But like, you gotta get out of here, guys.
So you're
Will you both be okay?
Don't worry about that. We're gonna one thing at a time.
you're not also prisoners here, right?
No, we were
Okay.
down. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done these guys' voice. No, it's been a while since, but we were down at the Hammer Clam.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
what-
I'm glad to see
speaking
you and
of-
not more of them.
Speaking of, I wouldn't go down there. That's where Low Poly is right now. He's right there, down there with the madam and this other kind of cloaked guy.
Oh shit, Happy Dan.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
the clam right now
Yeah,
with Dan?
I don't know.
Sorry,
who this
down
damn
down there is in the bar or is in downstairs?
No,
Happy
down
Clam.
at the bar, which is all the way at number 9
Right,
on
okay.
this list.
Okay, cool.
Pretty far.
So Lopaz with Dan right now.
Did Dan seem happy or kind of like
Possessed.
Yeah,
The guy with the hood and the cloak.
right. That's Dan.
He was hard to read. He was
Oh, that
really
ain't
hard to
Happy
read.
Dan.
Listen, Happy Dan, I don't think any of us got an insight check on that
Dude,
fucker.
If you have to work to tell if Happy Dan's happy, that ain't Happy Dan.
We never got to see Happy Dan as Happy
Okay,
Dan.
so he
We
wasn't
only
Happy
saw
Dan.
him-
Whoever the fuck he is, that's where they are. So
Can
The
we just
wall's
get
right
out
over
this
there.
way?
Okay.
You guys should just
Okay,
clear
let's get out of
Need to
here.
go.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Mira,
Audra
I
will
have
pick up the
rope.
milk crate of potions. I have rope as
Okay.
well.
It's only a 20-foot wall. You guys can clear it. I am sure you can.
Could you echo to the top of the wall and lower the rope for us?
Probably gonna be the easiest thing I've done all day. Let me have that.
Let me have that. She
I'll
gives
do
the
that.
rope.
It's just then that they're starting to hear more commotion going on down below, and so Oric and Ronka are like, you know what, we're gonna cover for you guys. Just get the fuck out of here. And they're going to start heading down the stairs. Be like, and they're gonna point out a room like that over there. There's a window, full size over there. Get the fuck out. And they're gonna start going down the stairs.
I'm gonna put the sword of poison or the dagger of poisoning mind back in my sheath and say to it, "Well, Stabby, missed your chance this time."
Soon, we will have our time, Hunter.
Oh, so the dagger is venom now. Okay.
I want to stab all the bad guys. Hunter.
All right, so what do y'all do?
I will
Jump
say,
out the
Richard,
Stairs?
while it's up and while we're en route to getting the ropes and everything set up with the wall, I would like to ping these 4 potions just so I do know what they are, so I know what I am carrying. Because if one's about to ignite, I don't want to jostle it going up and down.
You can't tell exactly what they are. One you've kind of deciphered is a potion of greater healing.
Right.
I would say the other 3, you all of them ping transmutation magic.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And what
Interesting.
what colors are they?
One
I assume there's no time for a real inspection, but just at a quick glance.
One is a fiery reddish orange, one is a green color, and the other is kind of a tannish brown color.
Okay.
Oh, you know what that green one is? That's one of them high C ecto coolers. Yeah, they
Blast.
discontinued them some bitches. Dibs.
Audra will tuck those away in her utility pouch so that she doesn't have to carry the crate. But she's not hoarding them. She's just transporting them.
So did they say there was a window upstairs that we could escape from?
Yes. So on this map here, excuse me. I would say right around this tree. That's kind of where your opening is. There is a window that would lead over to this tree, which then in turn could get over to the wall. The tree is about 20 feet, and then the wall's another 10 feet after that.
Is there something if we were to create a zip line, is there something that we could attach the rope to, kind of Home Alone style?
I mean,
I've
the
got
tree
pythons.
itself, there's branches and stuff. Oh, or are you saying from where you are?
Yeah.
I've got a couple pythons that we could
Yeah,
nail
totally.
in, and then, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say, yep.
Great. Then let's do that.
All right.
Cammy, you wanna do the honors of-
What materials do you have to make this zip line?
Rope?
I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Same.
But we need the actual. Oh, and a. Well, could I use a crowbar and do one of those things?
I got a crowbar too. Yeah, it's got a hook on it.
Yeah.
Just hang on tight.
I have a staff.
Just crack. Not really. And
Yeah, I mean, however you guys want to do this.
Anwar, what do you have?
We've got a bunch of leftover great axes from killing dudes and taking their stuff. So if someone needs that, we can throw that over. Use that.
Oh yeah, was there any body looting that you guys were doing while you had the bag of holding back? Are you shoving anything in there, or are you just you're moving
I
on?
think we're getting out of there.
Unfortunately.
Oh,
Alright.
too bad. They were all luck blade orcs.
I knew it. Something felt lucky about them.
So we attach one of the ropes to the top of the roof using a python, and then everyone gets either a crowbar or a great axe or a staff, something like that, and we Mulan slide across to the tree, I guess Chimera could teleport over there and then secure
Right.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
and
and
I'm
Hunter's
absolutely
got his-
doubling back to get rid of the rope too.
Hunter's got a hook shot thing too, so you've got
Yeah.
options.
Oh,
If he still has
yeah.
charges of that, he can use that too. And then I guess Chimera could like kind of do the same thing again and port over to the top of the wall, throw a rope down to us, and
Yeah.
either help us over or climb us out, or we're just hiking over this wall.
Doing that
All right.
creepy Dampier just walk up and over.
I don't think I'm gonna require any checks for this. I think you all have got it. At this point, you're like level 5. You're not trying to do anything that seems so strenuous that you would need to roll for it. So I will give it to you that if you guys are trying to get over to the other side, what I will ask for, once you're on the other side of that wall, it is a steep cliff drop off at that point. I'm going to need some kind of tumble check or something, because basically from there, you're going straight down into really steep dirt that is going to go roll down into the moat.
We
So,
have we have
what do
a
you guys
we have
do
two-
once you're
we have
hopping over
two
the-
50-foot ropes.
Yeah, so we could rappel down with the other rope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think Rain and I both have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Slide
Mhm.
down like a
Is there
boss anyway.
anything you're doing to
gonna
make
moonsault.
yourself more like you are on the farther side of this, but there's so many orcs around, it's possible you could get spotted. Are you doing anything that would help stealth at all and
I do
avoid?
have the gift of Arantis. I believe we should have at least another charge left. Yeah, I think we're at full charge right now.
Okay,
So
so you
I
guys
would
are going to use that, so that way you're much more of a blur going through. All right, so in that case, while you hop over, I will need first. I need a group level, so just everybody, and I'll take the average stealth check. You can add +10 because of the pass without trace gift of Arantis thing, and then from there I need some kind of I guess it could be athletics if instead of tumbling what you're trying to do is like rappel down, then I just need something like that.
Alright. Disadvantage for me, Richard.
Okay, that's still a 20. That's really good.
Yeah.
Really good from. Oh, that's disadvantage for Chimera too.
That 5 I rolled is without the +10, obviously.
And you wanted a repel check, so acrobatics or athletics, or just athletics?
I would accept acrobatics, athletics, or acrobatics. So those are all of your stealth rolls. That is above the passive that I was looking for. So you guys do clear without. You literally pass without a trace. And now, now I need some kind of athletics or acrobatics to make sure you can get down this steep cliff. The Mott, as it's called.
I'm going in,
That's
boys.
Strength for me.
Dang, we got some good roll. Well, we did.
Anwar
I'm
gets over to
sorry.
go up there.
I'm laughing because I got the image of everybody doing really well and just the really heavy armored Anwar. What?
Onward.
I'm gonna give this to you. I'm gonna give this to you, but by that I mean I need you to make 2 more rolls for me.
Alrighty. Well, I gave it to you to get it to the wall. It's the other side of the
Yeah.
wall now. Okay, so.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna throw guidance on there
Okay.
Ooh.
to get it to sweet ass 11. So, like the system is like you are falling, and I'm like I know.
It's it's on the other side of 10. So
Don't worry, I have spare the die.
there is like a like you start slipping, but like your like special suit like kind of engages and like quick tightly grasping the rope, and you make it down. It was a little scary there for a moment, but thanks to your suit you were able to get down without a problem.
Well, we've
All right, so yeah, you guys kind of like get down towards the bottom, and then you just kind of like slide down until you guys all get down to this moat down here. You guys are not totally out of the clear yet, because there are some people who are up in watchtowers and such. What do you do once you're down at this moat here?
Start more fires.
So we're like right about here, right?
No, you guys are like down here-ish
because
like
the window. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the window, yeah. So you guys are right around here, and Pass Without Trace is still up because that goes for a while.
8
I
hours
think
or
10
something.
minutes
right?
or an hour.
Oh,
Not
Yeah,
that
yeah.
long.
An hour.
So yeah,
We should head south as soon as we can.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was gonna suggest the same. Just like we should just. There's more settlements that way. We should just get out of here.
south, which on this thing is
West.
north.
right?
Yeah.
Or
It's
the
Oh,
up.
northwest.
okay.
Yeah.
Up. Yeah,
South
yeah, yeah.
is
Yeah.
up right
There's
now. Yep.
there's like a town in that direction, right? I don't remember what it is. There's like a smaller.
There
settlement
is.
that
Well,
way.
there's a whole host of settlements. Yeah.
Sure.
Meanwhile, you just see a pink streak as hunters just jogging south. Forest
Okay.
Gumping.
So just to be clear, your plan now is to head down towards the settlements. There's nothing more here that you're doing. Anybody else? You're not checking with anybody else. You guys are going.
I don't think we can safely, right?
Yeah, I
Not
think
right now.
I think we
can't.
just gotta hustle
today.
until we know we're clear, and then we can like actually take a moment since we haven't really even talked to Rain yet.
Yeah. So it looks like there's woods to the south. Does it get like woodsy? Could we stop like in a forest somewhere around here?
There is the Loch Raven. I think it's just called Loch Raven. It's just there's a whole bunch of woods that has some settlements that especially Chimera may know about, like very small settlements. It's not even big enough to show up on an Imperial map. Let me get you on a slightly bigger
I was gonna
map.
say there's the one like just off this map that I remember. I don't remember how far it was though.
Yeah, you'll
I
have
think
to
that's
zoom
like
in
a
a
Fork
whole,
Ridge journey.
Oh yeah,
a lot, but
that one.
yeah, Fork Ridge. That's like a whole day's journey. Yeah.
Oh weird, I can't ping on this map. Oh there we go.
Yeah, I would.
Do you have the pointer tool?
Yeah.
It just won't let me ping on this one map for some reason. That's really weird.
Huh.
I just did it on the
Fucking
other
hell,
one.
it's like 20 miles to the forest.
Yeah, it is a ways. You are surrounded by farmland right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but if we can at least hike it until we're out of like line of sight or off to something, so we can
Yep.
get a breather.
There is like a main road, and then, but yeah, the closest thing if you want to like get off the roads out of sight is you either go to somebody's farmhouse or you'd start making your way towards the woods of Loch Raven. What do you guys want to do?
Feel a
I
boat.
will say that you guys like make it around to like a hill or underneath a tree or whatever. Well, we'll call it around kind of a plateauish hill
Cool.
underneath
So
a
we're-
tree. You guys have a decent amount of cover, and it's kind of relaxing. It looks nice there. Although I will say, at this point, it is nightfall. Like the sun has just
Yeah.
set by this point.
We need to make sure we're clear, and we really ought to make camp and rest up. I know I'm basically completely tapped, and I assume it's true for you all as well.
I
Oh
agree,
yeah,
we
I've
need
been
to
tapped
rest.
that entire encounter.
I see.
This
Yeah,
entire thing I've been fighting on fumes.
Oh, Rain. First of all, good to see you. Here, take this for yourself. I guess consider it an upgrade from the one you were carrying. And she'll hand Rain the potion of greater healing. You're the
Oh.
one that snagged these, after all.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. It's yours. We'll have to see what the rest of these are all about. But first, I'd really like to just get to a safe space where we can camp. Chimera, you're
20 miles.
from farther over
Quite a
here. Do
while.
you know of anything?
I mean, there's a couple places here and there. I think anywhere we can find, we can definitely lay low for at least a little bit.
Any idea how close the nearest one is?
No, not in particularly.
All right. Well,
Uh,
do we just keep
few
heading in a
hours?
direction?
I'd like to roll a survival check and
I-
looking at the map,
I do know though.
kind of look for a spot that would be secluded, but also would where we could sustain ourselves for like a week just foraging.
So you are looking for an area where you could sustain yourselves foraging for a while, so like staying off grid for like a week, you said?
If we needed to, for up to a
Honestly,
week.
that might actually.
Your best bet is to make your way to the woods of Lockraven if that's what you want to do.
Okay. Were we headed towards Lockraven, or did we want to go back towards Stem Garden?
We're headed
Lockraven,
opposite
I
Stem
would
Garden
imagine.
right now.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
it's all the way south.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'll browse the map and try to pick out a solid spot. Do I roll survival for that, or is that just something
I'll help him with
know
that,
how to
Richard.
do.
I think with your history, you'd probably just know.
Okay. I'll point that out then. This would be a good spot, y'all. Could lay low for a little bit, charge your batteries.
Chimera, your instincts with your background would give you a similar idea that, yeah, probably Woods of Lockraven are probably the safest place to be if you're trying to lay low and not be spotted by any of the various factions.
I mean, it
That
seems like a good idea considering we're on all of their shit lists.
Yeah,
Like all of
currently
them.
everyone wants to kill us.
Like we
Are
were
there
playing
settlements
Fallout New
in-
Vegas and we picked the wrong guy to shoot, and now they're just
Yeah.
hunting us perpetually.
all the faction karma meters just slid all the way down.
Yeah.
Are there any settlements in Lockraven? Are there any towns or trading posts or anything like that?
no towns or trading posts or anything. If you'd like to roll a history, you can go ahead and do that.
There's one, but the mayor is the guy whose leg I chopped off by accident.
Was that an
20.
accident?
Yes, I
nice.
swear.
Anwar, you would have heard some tales that Lockraven is another area that the Empire never really tamed because it wasn't worth the trouble. That there's enough like mischievous
Oh, cool.
fae and other random shit in Lockraven that they're like, you know what? We've got our road that's gonna take us straight through. We're gonna sidestep
Cool.
this thing.
It's Quickling
like-
City.
Lockraven's like a little mini Pixeland. It is.
Oh, great.
Awesome. We're gonna wake up with
Okay.
fairies aiming guns at us.
Okay, guys. So what I know about Lockraven, and Hunter can back me up, that there is a significant fae and fairy population there, and the Empire deemed it not worthy of their time. So, you know your name? Forget it. Don't speak. We're not using names anymore. We're not using each other's names, okay?
So
So,
we're going back to
keep that
Sky
to yourself.
Dragonazar duo. Or we using extra alternate super secret names?
Rain, do you have a code name?
No, I was never special ops.
Would
We
you
have
like
them.
Tinkerhead.
Why not?
How about water?
She gives like a very weird she gives the glance that
Oh.
Anwar gives everyone else when they're being racist.
Just that.
Okay. How about
I mean,
Drips McCracken.
Condensation.
Rain, I just go by tree. It's not like it has to be anything special.
Hey Andrew, what drips in your Kraken?
Oh.
Fine, water it is.
Oh, okay, great.
All right.
What if though they guess her name off of water?
How about Phyllis?
I
Susie?
personally like the name Phyllis.
I have to do drugs for Phyllis. No. Just water. We'll move on. Besides, from my experience, you have to give your name for them to really do anything with it. It's not just a guessing game.
Well, we've got folks back there who know our name and want to kill us, and we have fae in these woods who don't know our name and maybe want to kill us, so at least the odds are in our favor in there. Or
Now,
What, you
they're
mean you
better.
don't like low paw anymore? And I'm gonna start walking.
Just dropping that and walking away. I love it.
As she walks away, it's like the reverse shot of Chimera walking away from a mic drop in Audra's face, just like that like thing where like you can't argue anything back because the person's just right, and she's just making that face like she's right.
We still have some potions if you want to heal off that burn damage, and then Anwar will walk right behind her.
Yeah, as we're walking,
So much sass tonight.
Audra's like they all she lets them all walk ahead so she can just walk in the back and inspect the potions and see what they actually are. Hopefully,
You can roll Arcana to
yeah.
see if you.
I'm guessing that's 4 No, yeah, 3 rolls, right? Because we knew one of them was greater healing, supposedly. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I'm just giving you that one.
Yeah,
but the
so-
other 3.
As I'm
I
walking,
can assist with that too. I am trained.
you know what?
Yeah, yeah, if
I'm
you-
a
if
flat
you-
roll, so I'll probably just hand them to you. She'll stare for a minute and then be like, and then like catch up to the group. So you're like the thud of her armor behind Anwar.
So just so I'm clear, it's like totally nightfall now, and you guys are making your way towards the Loch Raven Wood. So you guys are just kind of walking through farmland in the middle of the night right now,
Yeah.
because it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
I think it was like 20 miles, so it's quite a ways.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
the
I think
time
we want to
we-
get in the cover of the woods before we like camp.
Given that it's like 20 miles, you will be walking the entire night by
Is
the
it,
time you get there.
Richard, is it a total plateau here? Or is there like some differing terrain where there's potentially a spot for us to cover?
It is a very mild plateau for the most part. If you
Okay.
want
It's
to
like Delaware.
find like some true cover somewhere, you got to go back to what you guys had done before of like find some farmhouse
I was just
to
about to say, is there another barn?
either convince them to let you stay or to hide out and they don't realize you're staying there. But those are kind of your options right now.
Okay.
It's either farmland or just keep on moving until you get to the
Can we
woods.
all jump
The
inside
super
Rain's
fun
book?
thing though is that we have that pass without a trace, and so long as that's active, we don't leave actual tangible footprints.
That's
true.
right.
So at a minimum, they'll be searching. We don't know where.
Yeah.
So I mean, them directly finding us isn't.
Yeah, so
super
that's a good point for trying to get as much distance as you can while the spell's still up.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so y'all are doing that, and I guess I'm waiting on some rolls from Ryan.
Yeah,
if he
she
does
will
his
she will
thing.
like jog up to Anwar and be like, she'll jog up and just, Anwar, I'm gonna have to pass these over to you. I know that they're transmutation potions of some sort, but you're better with this sort of thing.
Sure. And if I can't spot them, I can try with my alchemist kit later. But just based on what it looks like, without being able to investigate it, I'll do 3 of these. Right?
Alrighty.
3?
Yeah, there's 3 potions. Nice. Nice. Anwar's about to give me the chemical formula of everything I just handed over to him.
Anwar looks over. He's like, I know all of these. First one is like super easy. Like, of course I know this. It's a potion of fire breath.
Oh, fire breath. You can tell from the swirls.
It's
Yeah,
like very clearly like fire, like a orangey,
Yeah.
reddish fire.
He
I mean,
does
good
yeah.
that you asked me before just drinking it, but yes, that is what that is.
everything Anwar explains over the next couple seconds is Audra giving that like, right, yeah, because she's not a potion worker.
The green potion is a potion of growth. When you drink this potion, you gain the enlarge effect of an enlarge reduce spell for 1d4 hours. No concentration required. Actually, you know what? I lied. It's red. The red in the potion's liquid continuously expands from a tiny bead of color, the clear liquid around it, and then contracts.
I think it's Skyrim that uses the giant's toe for something.
No,
So I
no,
always
D&D
think
does that too, at least.
It does?
I
Potion of
believe
giant
so.
strength is the giant toe one.
right? Yeah.
I thought it was growth. Okay. Never mind.
Speaking of, that last one is a potion of hill giant strength. You can tell by the sliver of fingernail from a giant.
That's what I was thinking of.
That seems like one we ought to
Gross.
hand over to Chimera then.
Give it to me.
So yeah, those are the four potions: potion of fire breath, potion of greater healing, potion of growth, and potion of hill giant strength.
I'll go ahead and put those in the bag of holding so they are not clanking around.
I just break. Oh my god, you mixed the enlarge and the the hill giant together.
I was gonna say we should just fishbowl them, and then someone
Now
is
it's-
just a giant dude with a lot of strength, just going "Bleh," breathing fire everywhere.
Everyone grab a straw.
Yep.
Good times.
Alrighty, so
calories
you
you
guys
think
do
are in
that,
those
and you
potions?
guys make your way walking along. Do you guys like walk without rest at all throughout the entire night, or do you try to stop somewhere?
I think we'd have to try to stop somewhere, because if we do get caught, we're 7 kinds of fucked.
As
Yeah.
a reminder, let's look over at the calendar here of everything you did today.
Please list the
The
7 ways.
water wheel battle was last night.
Oh my god!
It was last night. And after all of that, you traveled out over, you made a new deal with somebody, you had that old ordeal, you got your asses kicked by orcs, and then you had another battle and escaped from a prison. It's been a long fucking day. So, and you guys woke up early to, like, you know, take the ship and get out.
That's
So,
true.
if you guys really want to RP that you guys trudge through all night long after all of that, okay. But I'll let you guys do what you want to do.
I don't
Could
even like
we-
walking down my stairs freshly rested. Like,
Instead of just saying it, could we make con rolls to see if we can physically do it?
Yeah.
oh,
Totally.
fun.
Yeah, I like
Well, you're going to have to at some point.
To kind of
otherwise you're gonna
exert
hit a point of
ourselves.
exhaustion.
That's what
Rain would
Constitution rolls
Rain
are
wouldn't
for.
have this, but the other 5, yeah, you guys totally would. Yeah. So if you guys want to try to trudge through, I'm gonna need con saves from everybody but Rain.
Save, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Con save.
Con save.
I'm gonna go look.
Okay, so none of you rolled that great, but some of you have some good modifiers. You are fucking exhausted flavor-wise, but you are able to trudge through without taking any points of exhaustion. But by the time that you get over, like, by the time you finally see the woods, you also see the sky start to lighten as
Oof.
daybreak is coming. And the morning rain has come in, and you're getting rained on.
As we get nearer to the woods, I'm just gonna, like, whatever she can eke out words-wise, just, I say we should just sleep and take the day off.
Mm-hmm. Hunter hasn't said anything in like 2 hours at this point. He's just been like breathing a steady like metronome and staring ahead and pushing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first noise he's made in like 2 hours, and it's just and he immediately like drops his pack and like drags the tent out and starts setting up.
Bet Hunter really wish he had his wagon now.
Richard, I also, when we first hit the woods, like, as we're setting up, like, before we all just totally crash, Audra's gonna very sleepily, like, lean up against a tree and just, like, using her speech of beast and leaf, say to the tree, just like, we've been through so much, please just keep an eye out for us, will you? Thanks. And then pat it, and then just basically just pass right out.
Okay, so it's good that you mentioned that. Does anybody else do anything upon entering the woods? And how far deep into the woods do you go? Are you stopping like right as you like see trees? Are you going into where you can't see outside of the woods anymore? How deep in do you go?
Could we go into like maybe the first clearing or so? Maybe like 20 or 30 or 50 feet in, something like that.
Right, so we're not
So we
just
have some-
there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a perception check, kind of scan the surroundings, see if anything's looking at us or watching us or anything like that, or if there's any sign of people that have been here recently.
I will.
All right, let me circle back to that and see what anybody else does. Kamira, you've done some prayers and things like that before when entering the woods. Do you do anything like that or anything else upon entering the woods?
It's a very, very quiet, like, grateful for us as she, like, is getting ready to just, like, lay down and conk out.
Okay.
I just realized I don't actually have a tent, so I'm gonna have to roll a survival to like build one of those like little lean-tos that kind of blend into the bottom of a tree.
Yeah,
So, like,
because
I can just crawl
even
in.
within the woods, you're still getting rained on a bit. So to try to
Mhm.
like get some shelter, I'll yeah, if you want to roll survival to do that, go ahead.
And as I'm building it, like assembling things, I'm just like, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay.
Especially
And,
here.
Very good. Yeah, you
Jesus.
totally are able to create some shelter.
Yeah.
And then
Find / create some shelter.
as a gift, I'm going to place like little portions of my rations, like as I eat, kind of set a little side portion aside and like leave it outside of out of the hole.
Okay.
I think being not as tired, she's gonna help everybody get like a little lean-to thing
Yeah.
set up.
Oh, Audra she sleeps under the rain all the time. She just rolls out that bedroll and is ready to slip right in.
Yeah, but seeing she's probably gonna take the first watch anyway, or watch in general probably for them,
Yeah.
because she's not, conking out at the wheel here.
Okay.
Yeah. Before Audra actually just passes out Richard, she'll slip into their bedroll and also just like she'll hold her becoming mask like a little teddy bear. She goes to bed and just like, thanks for getting us out of that one. I used basically everything you've given me, and then just immediately passed out.
Okay. So let's get that roll now, Ryan. That perception roll. As you
Well, it's
look
be
all
really
around.
embarrassing if it's bad now.
What is this for?
He's just perceiving to look around, see if. All right, 22 is pretty darn good. Okay. Interesting. Okay. You look around and do not spot anybody nearby. But you're also kind of looking around, see if there's anything on the ground, because you were specifically asking as well for any signs that anybody else has been here before, right?
Mm-hmm.
You find something that catches your eye in the ground. You go over, you brush away some leaves and dirt and stuff, and you discover an abandoned bedroll that is there.
Is Hunter still awake?
And also, I would say if you'd like to investigate anything beyond that, I will need an investigation check rather than just perception.
Hunter?
If this is happening like pretty quick, then I'd still be assembling my little hidden camouflaged lean-to.
Hunter, you want to get over here?
Sleepy hut. Yeah, he kind of like turns and looks at you with like his eyes barely open.
Old. You want to come take a look at this? See how old this is?
And he'll come over and like poke at it a little bit. And
All right, go ahead and make an
assess it.
investigation roll if you'd like, Andrew.
Oh, cool. One thing that I've got a flat roll on. I think he kind of nudges it with his foot, shrugs, and turns around and walks back to like...
You are freaking exhausted. You're like, oh, fuck,
Mhm.
it's a bedroll. Like you might be able to check on it in the morning, but right now both of you are like, I have been up way
Rain.
too long.
Yeah,
Or
can
water,
Rain help being
just water.
alert and everything?
If you want to go
Water,
for the
please.
one person who hasn't been through nearly, I will give. I don't want everybody to just check because that's like
That's not what I'm
quadruple
doing.
advantage. But if you want to
no.
have Rain look over as a more awakened set of eyes,
It's because
I will.
she's going to be doing the first watch.
I
Yeah,
will.
I think
I will allow
that
that.
makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to go over and investigate. All right, that's what Rain's made for. And you have extra stuff for investigate too. Like she really is like an investigator. That is literally what she's built for. So that
Yeah,
makes
but
sense
for
that
the
she would
battles
go
and
around
Oh, dang.
much more thoroughly. This bedroll appears to be months old. Well, I mean, at the very least, it looks like it's been left out for months. Not gonna say like when it was manufactured or whatever. So it's been out for quite a long time. You also, after kind of kicking things around, looking around to see if there's anything else, there's also a pouch of some monies left behind. Not a whole lot of money, about 12 gold and 4 silver. So not a wealthy amount, but definitely something that someone wouldn't want to like leave behind. I would also say there is a leather strap that's left out with a little buckle on it. And that's about it.
Yo,
so lucky that Hunter is asleep right now, because he would just put everything in his fucking pockets, and we would owe fairies everything.
Y'all don't have to be so fucking thirsty all the time when it comes to gold. Like, it's just 12 gold, guys.
Yeah.
Have you met? Have you
Rogue's got a rogue.
met? We met?
How much gold was it?
12 gold and 4 silver.
That could
Does
keep up for a while.
does she know anything about superstitions of his like leaving money for Faye from being from Pixieland, or being stationed in Pixieland?
You can go ahead and roll nature or history for that if you'd like. But I will say that it looks like it was left like very close. It doesn't look like it was intentionally buried, like Hunter had intentionally buried some rations. This looks like it was just kind of left out, and then stuff kind of grew over it over time.
Gotcha. Okay, so it was just left behind. Whoever is still awake, she's just gonna say, "I'll keep an eye out, but someone left this in a hurry."
Or maybe they were left behind, not of their own will. Can I check out this buckle? Does it have a name or a letter or any kind of
No, it's really nondescript. It's just like a basic buckle.
Okay. Doesn't say
It likes
like
pumpkin
George,
spice, you know.
George so and so.
Nope. That doesn't say anything like that. It's literally just like a little silvery like thing with the buckle. It doesn't look like a belt buckle so much as maybe it's like a strap left that was like a part of a pack or something. Looks more like that size.
It's not. It's made of. It was from a pack, like a backpack that got ripped off or something.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not made of silver. It's just silvery.
Yeah, just silver. It's not. No, it's probably like
Okay.
nickel or something way less valuable than silver.
Okay. Just wanted to be clear on the language there. For heading into a Fey wilderness.
Yep.
Though iron's supposed to be good against them. So
Are you still up with Rain right now?
I think he was just looking over this scene and talking to Rain and feeling okay. And then he's gonna throw out his bedroll and deactivate his armor and kind of get crawled into that under some cover of some kind. So.
All right. So it's just Rain who's up on her own right now?
I think so.
All right. In that case, Rain, I'm going to need a perception check from you, please.
Oh, good. Not terrible.
Not terrible. Okay. Rain, as you're just kind of looking around, at some point you spot something perched up in a tree. And it seems vaguely humanoid. You didn't get a great look at it, but there was definitely something. I need to do one thing real quick. Can you roll stealth for me? I'm just trying to see if it notices that you notice it.
Sure.
Okay, it kind of starts off.
Okay. And you said it was small? I mean, it's probably small enough to be in the,
That is a good question. Let me see. This is something I'm less familiar with. Sorry, just bear with me one moment. Interesting. I would say it was dwarf-sized. It was dwarf-sized. It was up in the air. and
I'm
when
a
it
fairy,
whooshed-
don't you know?
When it whooshed away, it kind of gave the sound of like a bird. There was definitely like a ruffling of feathers. Like,
Okay. She's gonna pull out her wand of magic detection. Cast detect magic.
ooh, okay. That is what, 30, 60 feet?
I believe it's 30 feet, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
You ping all the stuff that's on you guys. That's it.
Okay. Well, she's gonna keep it up on her and get back to the group. Should she wake them? I mean, it seemed like you got spooked away, right?
Potentially, if you'd like to roll insight, you can.
Yeah, I
But
think.
likely, given that you barely saw it and then it whooshed away, it's like, I'd say intentions are not perfectly clear.
Yeah.
You didn't get the sense that it was startled. It seemed purposeful, and it was very graceful. Just
Okay. In that case, shit. Does she wake everyone? They guys really need the long rest, though. I mean, she's gonna be in where everybody is. She's gonna be within like. So if anything pings off of the detect magic, she'll have like 30 feet of time to just, scream up or something. What she will do is she's going to telepathically tell Clementine to scout around the area. So give her
okay, so you
give
get
like
your
a little
cat to.
100-foot like search.
Alrighty. If trying to be stealthy, I'll need a stealth check, and I'll also need either a perception or investigation check, whichever's higher for your cat.
Okay, so here's the stealth. I don't know if this comes through. It does. Cool. And then
Alright.
you said perception or investigation. Well, cats have -4 intelligence, so
Accurate.
Hey,
Only if they're orange cats.
So,
okay, Deedle's not that bright, but Morgan is smart.
Sid, I understood every word you just mouthed.
Ooh. Oh man, this is good. So cats searching all around. And before it knows what hits it, sound happens, and the cat is picked up by the scruff, and you're looking through its eyes, right?
No, but she's getting telepathic back and forth from it.
Help!
Okay, well,
help!
somehow you get. I'm just going to give you the image, and you do what you will with how you perceived this or got the
Okay.
message. The cat is searching all around, and then just like boom, picked up by the scruff. It looks up, and a big owl face is looking right into the cat's eyes. Be like, "Hello there. What are you doing here?"
Oh.
Owls eat cat. Owls eat all sorts of stuff, though.
It's
I
not
mean,
an owl. This is an owl person.
So it cooks the cat first?
Maybe.
That's
We
Well-
don't know yet. Right now, it looks very inquisitive at this cat.
Mm.
I don't know how you want to play this, Richard, but like,
Okay.
because it's not just a cat, too.
Right. It's not just a cat. So you don't need to ask me that. I'm going to ask you that. How do you want to play this off?
So I guess my only question to you is, would Clementine be able to do anything here as opposed to where it was in the story?
I would say follow the standard rules of what it can do while it's on this plane.
That's what I would expect. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
it can't do anything, but I guess it would telepathically come back and like Rain would hear it,
Okay.
and she's gonna
You
say
just-
this lot. Yeah, she like hears what it says, and she's gonna say it out loud enough into the forest so that the people around wake up, because clearly this thing is preying on them in some way, but also to communicate. And what did the thing say exactly?
I already forget. So let's say it says something to the effect of, "Oh, hello there, and where have you run off from?"
Ooh, is it still flying? Is it nearby? Like can
No,
I see
no,
through
it like swooped down, landed on the ground, picked it up real quick, and now it's standing on the ground in the woods. I don't know exactly how far off. We'll call it like 120 feet away or something. I don't know.
It would have been within 100 feet because
Okay, we'll call it 90 feet. We'll say 90
Okay.
feet.
I think in the moment that it's doing that, Rain is gonna after like she's gonna say moving up. She has her staff drawn, and like a little bit of magical energy goes at the end of the staff with preparing to do a ray of frost towards it because she knows where it is when it picks up her cat. And Rain's gonna respond loudly enough to wake her companions with, "If you want to know, you'll drop it."
I, I guess I shouldn't describe what happens because you don't know, or should I? Maybe I'll just describe it because the cat's going to communicate to you what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So you shout it loud enough that it hears you. The cat's gonna be like, get turned around as if it kind of like moved over to face back in your direction,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the cat. So just so you know, to like swoop down and catch it, it got a nat 20.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. The cat is going to get put in a satchel, and the satchel's going to get closed up.
Interesting. Well, hopefully her companions are waking up at this moment. She is gonna shoot at the thing.
I would say that with all the trees around, I think the reason why it's spotted so far is that it's out of sight from you. So I don't
Okay.
think you could just shoot it. Unless you're like going after and looking for it. But from where you were, you can't shoot it from there.
Okay. I mean, yeah, she's gonna say out loud enough. "Who are you?"
Give me another perception roll, please.
Is anyone else waking up from any of this?
I would assume so. It's up to you guys. What are you doing?
I mean, we really need the sleep.
Fuck you guys.
I honestly think, Audra has
Be
been.
the most urgent about it. It's like, who are you? Oh, it's
Yeah. Audra is canonically a
call.
very heavy sleeper and snorer, so I legit think she would need to be like specifically woken up because she did not go to bed with any sort of alertness, you know?
I will say, to that end, though, Kamira was a mom and she's probably a light fucking sleeper, so she's already like tumbling out of the hammock, like pulling out the
Hunter-
sword, like, okay.
Hunter's had training, so he's probably like still half asleep, but has a bow and arrow and is strapped on his swords, and like kind of like piles out. No, what have we got?
An owl person of some sort stalking us.
Could I roll to see if that's normal around these parts? Am I familiar with that?
If there's if it's normal for an owlin to be nearby,
Yeah. Just
you
like,
can roll either nature or history. Go ahead. Nature. You have heard of bird folk living in Loch Raven before. It's kind
Okay.
of partially in the name.
All right. Are we good? We good?
No, it took my cat.
You got a cat? Your cat, yeah. Your cat.
With that perception, Rain, you will see it flutter back through the trees onto a branch high up above you all. He's going to kind of perch down and look down at you all. He's got a big white face, very round, and in kind of a blackish cloak. It's just kind of like gonna do that major owl head tilt thing. Say, I have no interest in harming you, so long as you have no interest in harming us.
I do believe you stole somebody's cat while we were asleep.
Just to return it gently, if needed. This cat
You're
doesn't want to hurt anyone, is it?
All right, make yourself comfortable.
No.
And Hunter like drops his bow and arrow and climbs back into his little hovel.
And he sees that as an encouraging sign. What's everybody else doing?
Anwar's gonna reach over, kind of like getting slowly out of his sleeping bag, and he activates it. So then it like the armor like goes all around him and like suits up and everything. But Anwar's still kind of like sitting down, so it's in a very like slumped over like. Show yourself. Where are you? Don't make me use this. Seriously, I would not be advised to use this right now.
This wouldn't be good for anybody. Alrighty, so
Bringing the cat back, how about you release it then? Please.
he opens up the satchel. Gently
Don't
lifts
drop
the,
it out of the tree.
Gently lifts the cat out and places it over to where it can kind of like latch on to part of the like tree, and it can kind of like skitter
I mean,
down.
it is a cat. You could.
I was just about to say, she decides to not move anywhere. Instead, she just starts yelling.
And then we have
Nah,
to
if
call the
anything,
Panthers
this-
and firemen.
Turns and goes
Yeah.
back into the
We'll see.
bag because it
Now
was
I want to
warm
go
in there.
back in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
It-
friends
it'll-
of the forest?
We hope to be.
Certainly not enemies.
We're in very short supply of friends right now, so that'd be great. Friendship applications.
Please,
are
can we
open.
be friends with the forest? We're not friends with anybody else. Okay. What are your intentions of being here? Why have you come?
Sanctuary. For the moment.
Refuge.
Well, the sun is rising. I was about ready to go to sleep. I'm gonna need some kind of persuasion check from somebody to kind of see like how persuasive you guys
Ooh.
are with.
Actually, with it saying that it was going to go to sleep, Rain's going to make the offer. I'm keeping watch for the rest of my compatriots. If you wish, you can sleep near us, and I can watch over you too.
That's interesting. Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
I've got a spot of my own, thank you. I will check in come nightfall.
You just wait here until then.
If you wish to go into the forest any further, then it would be advised that you have somebody to guide you in.
Well, I don't want to be too forward or anything, but we really don't want to make enemies of anyone anymore. So if like we could just chill with you for a bit, we have money or things. I make things. I can make you a thing. And we don't want to be a nuisance to anyone. But we were thinking of moving in a little closer in the woods, just for reasons.
Go ahead and roll persuasion. And if you're gonna do guidance, say so ahead of time, not tacking
Guidance.
it on later. Okay.
Sweet guidance.
He hasn't said his name yet.
Oh, my
God damn, you're -1. What the fuck? There we go. We're getting closer to 15 now. I suppose if you'd like to come in a little closer, you can come in and sleep under where my spot is. It's just another couple 100 feet out into the woods.
I'm going to pick up a rock and throw it at Audra. Wake up, we're moving to another spot.
There's a giant metal clang, and she's just like very much just sounds like a. Yeah, someone needs something. Oh, we have a visitor. A new spot, you said? Yeah, okay. And she'll just like reach down, like mask in one hand, reach down, just grab the bedroll with another, and just point the direction. And she's just
It's Audra with her wubbies.
Walking
She's
direct-
like, okay.
Yeah, basically, it's literally gonna be that.
Before we go any further into the woods, what are your names?
You can call me Aganazar.
Duo.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What was that?
Duo.
Duo?
Hmm.
Sorry, was that duo or duel? What was it?
Different campaign.
Duo.
Duo, okay. And the other three?
Being like really tired, it's gonna like take Audra a second. So she's like, "What? Oh, it's Anvil.
Anvil. Okay.
I'll pick up a rock and throw it at Hunter.
It hits my badass lean-to and rustles slightly.
Collapses?
No. The rock collapses from how durable my setup is.
I'm sorry, I still haven't caught two of your names.
You hear a gentle snore.
That one's Spider in there.
Okay.
And
And the one with the cat?
River.
River. I'm gonna need a group deception from all you guys.
I don't want to do this to myself, but
going-
should mine
I'm
be
going
at
to-
disadvantage given that she was like, bleh.
No, I'm just gonna take the average, like a group stealth roll.
Alright, cool.
Dang, overall some good rolls. Alright, I'd call that 3 successes and 2 failures, so overall as a group you succeed.
Agonizar, the lying boy over there.
He's starting to believe it. He's starting to
Uh,
believe it.
Between all of you saying this, Anvil and River are like a little suspicious. Being like, really? You just named yourself after? But after hearing everybody's like, city folk, like, have weird names. Well, very nice to meet you all. My name is Quill. If you would like to come follow me, you may, of course, have sanctuary underneath my tree. And he's
That'd be
going
great.
to kind of flutter over to a nifty, small, but kind of nifty, kind of nice looking little tree house that is about 200 feet into the woods.
Cool. Audra drags her stuff over, drops it off again, and then she gets down, like, gives the tree another tap, and just like, hey, same thing your friend did back there. Just make sure we're all good to go, okay? And then just right back out.
So I think that's probably it for Rain's watch. Is there any RP that Rain would like to do before we switch off to anybody else? All right. Not hearing any. Who's up next?
Did we decide?
I don't think we did.
All right, Rain, you
I can
pick.
go next.
Oh
I can
god.
go next.
Okay.
So, Anwar would have told Rain to swap out with him when, because he's fully planning on letting the suit do most of the work. It's like, alert me if anything comes in range of sensors.
So you go ahead and do that. So you're basically not much more than awake at this point. It's just really suit doing most of the work.
I'm barely awake. You know, like you're like how when you're flirting with going back to sleep, but you're like I really
Yep.
shouldn't.
Yep. At this point, the sun's kind of coming up a bit, and you're like, "Fuck! It's starting to get brighter. Let me just put this helmet over, kind of shade it up a little bit."
Yeah.
Sunglasses, guys.
It's just like rain, just shooting, kind of drizzling down on you. It's like,
Actually, right now they're calling themselves Water River.
River. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's happening. So you're not going on watch with anybody else. You're just kind of sleeping through. All right. So you go through that. Why don't you go ahead and give a roll, a straight roll, I will say, for flavor wise, if you'll accept that. Because it's
That's
just
fair.
your suit really doing it, not you.
That's what, that's fair. Can I put a guidance on there? Or no, this is over a period of time, right?
Yeah, it's over a period of time, yeah. You don't notice anything during your whole stretch.
The owl's house. Yeah, I'm gonna let it ride.
All right. So goes without incident. Who do you want to tap next?
I would probably go with, honestly, Miss Chimera.
Okay. Miss Chimera,
Yeah.
are you doing any kind of special dreaming or just conked out?
I just don't want to exist for a minute.
Alrighty. So, unfortunately, during your episode of non-existing, Anwar taps you on the shoulder, and you have to
Okay.
exist again.
Is everything good?
Yeah, Miss Chimera, can I have some juice?
She even partway asleep, she actually starts to reach for her bag. Like, yeah, of course, baby, I'll get you some juice. So right, and then it's a pause, and then I don't know because I don't have any.
I was
Funny
gonna say,
though.
do you have juice?
I've got money for juice, but I don't have much juice. I have water.
You got juice? You got juice money?
I've got juice money. I've got 600 gold.
Jeez. Wow.
I sold a house, guys.
Yeah, she's holding a house. She still is rolling in dough.
That is fair, especially in this market.
Fucking
Oh man,
Zillow.
it's too bad. I think literally in game, you sold it. Well, in real life, you sold it before the houses started skyrocketing. In the
Yeah.
game, you sold your house right before STEM Garden became on total lockdown and prices probably plummeted. So you sold it a good
Seller's
time in
market,
game.
you did it.
Nailed it.
I think
I,
after about. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I do reach into my ration pouch and maybe pass him whatever I have. It's probably not much. It's probably just literally jerky. But for her watch cycles, she stays standing up. We're not sitting down. We're not chasing that.
All right, you're not fucking around. You're looking around. You're doing the best you can to be attentive. So go ahead and give me a perception roll, please.
Hold on. Can I use my last luck?
You can use your last luck.
Oh god! She falls asleep standing. Oh, that's
Being
what I say.
extra attentive, you are so paranoid after all the shit that's gone down. You look through multiple timelines looking around. Okay, what the fuck? Just kind of scanning around. A 13. 13 is not that great, but
It's not.
you think out of the corner of your eye, you just, at this point, you probably assume that your mind is playing tricks on you because you're so tired. Out of the corner of your eye, you thought you saw a fairy, but then, by the time you looked over, it wasn't there, and you're like, yep, no, that's... So you're half convinced that you didn't actually see it. But you're
I
half
think-
convinced that you did. So...
After about 8 hours, I think Hunter kind of stirs and crawls out of his hovel, stretches. Y'all?
Oh, did you go with the rest of them?
No, he stayed in his hovel and passed the fuck out.
No.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Is that-
you look up and you're like, huh, gonna need a survival check to see if you can find where the rest of the group
To
went.
be fair, there's probably a very clear path of like knocked down like reeds or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
from where
no,
Audra
I-
just dragged her bedroll through to
Let's get a survival roll. It's not gonna be too high of a DC, but
Survival's so bad he thinks. It's
yeah,
like a
15
hag out
is
in the
totally
streets.
enough that you can kind of file like, okay. And you start
Yeah.
going over and
Hunter definitely like gets his stuff together, breaks down camp, does the Boy Scouts, nothing left but footprints, but not even footprints. Like breaks down everything, makes it look like no one was there. And like kind of, hey y'all.
you come on in, and Kamira is the only one up. It's towards the end of her shift. She was close to tapping in Audra.
He comes in like just like the hunter swagger, and she like pauses and looks at him, and then like looks around the camp like 1, 2, 3. I did not realize you were not here.
This happened to me one Christmas. The parents went overseas during the candle nights, and they forgot about me, and I thought I'd like wished my parents away. And then these two guys tried to rob the house, and so I was like swinging paint cans at them, and made their lives hell. No, wait, that was just a weird dream I saw.
I'm so sorry.
No, that was just a weird dream. My name was Kevin in that one. That was weird.
No, but I'm very sorry for. I could have swore that you were with us.
Hey, we were exhausted this morning, man. I get you. We're good.
Some of us still are.
It's around this time that the morning rain starts to dissipate a little bit. And at this point, we're probably like 10:30 to 11 in the morning.
Do I need to get another shift of sleep?
I think you technically do. I think we gotta cycle through everybody before you're kind
I'll-
of like done your long
I'll
rest.
pat you on the shoulder and kind of plop down next to where you are. I got it. I got it from here.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, I
I
got
think
8.
each of your shifts were
ones.
2 hours. So if you want to
Mhm.
take the last one, Audra just sleeps through the whole thing, which kind of makes sense given that she was like really tapped out of her hit dice.
Hmm. Oh right, I
So-
get to long rest. I'm
Thank
gonna
you, darling.
store everything.
And she'll like pat his cheek and then go back to her hammock.
All right, so you officially are on watch now, Hunter. Is there anything that you do during this time? If not, then I can just get a perception check from you.
He's gonna take in the scenery for a minute, just kind of like acclimate to his surroundings, and then once he gets kind of like the rhythm of the noise and what's normal, he's going to start making some rounds and like climb a tree here and there and kind of see what he can and figure out where the good vantage points are and just kind of poke around.
One of the things, well, go ahead and roll investigation if that's what you're doing. Or I guess perception's fine. It just depends. Are you trying to thoroughly investigate the area, or are you just trying to get a general sense of the area?
Kind of attuning with nature. It's like, could I roll nature instead of investigation?
Sure.
All right.
If that's specifically what you're looking for is the general nature of the area.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like acclimating to nature to figure out what the norm is, so I can see if there's anything that stands out once I've got that kind of situated. If that makes sense.
Okay. Nature. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you get a really good sense for everything. Definitely notice the treehouse and everything, but it sounds like you're not investigating what's inside of there, so you just kind of look all around. Let's see. I would say that it's a little bit like the opposite of those creepy swamp area that you were in. there is some. You see a little bit of like bioluminescent fungi and other kind of things that are around. Like this woods feels like it has a little bit of a touch of the Feywild in it.
Cool. All right, then I guess I'll roll some perception. Keep an eye on things.
All
We're
right,
gonna leave
let's
the
see that
woods and
perception.
20 years have passed.
I get too wrapped up in the trees.
You are just like, oh man, look at this. What is it, topography or whatever?
Sure.
Yeah, you don't notice anything in particular. Bandits came and killed everyone. You didn't even notice.
I wake up and still in my hut. What?
Okay, so that's pretty much it. You didn't notice anything, and eventually everyone kind of all wakes up. Audra, you're probably the first one. You just you got a full night's rest. You're kind of the first one to like just naturally wake up.
Yeah. She gets
So
up.
Audra, what do you do?
Feels pretty good. Slides the mask, rolls the bedroll up, gives the tree like this guy right here kind of pat, just like, and then kind of looks around, looks up at the tree house. Is the owlin out and about or no?
The owl is still inside the treehouse.
Okay. She does that, looks around, and nobody else is up yet, correct?
I'm gonna say you're the first one to wake up, but Hunter is up.
Okay. Before she goes to talk to Hunter, she's just gonna offer up a quick prayer to the becoming. Just like, all right, that was really tight back there. Thanks for getting me and my friends through. Just a quick one like that, and then walks over to Hunter and just gonna like sit down beside him where he's taking his watch.
Where I am startled to hell because I rolled a 1.
Yeah, she comes over. Hey, Hunter. And you...
No! Jesus Christ.
Hey.
When'd you get sneaky?
I didn't. You didn't hear all the jangling of the armor?
Be honest, no. I was zoning out pretty hard on this little rock over here. See how the moss around it is just real cool? Dang, it's a cool rock.
I do see that. Listen, I just want to say I'm glad we made it out back there. We've had a lot of close calls over the past couple days. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, I kind of missed the smuggling days. It was not as dangerous as this has been.
I don't know that I miss the hammer and anvil days at this point as much. I'm glad to have met all of you and have done this. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Ryan
What
is
happened?
not.
We didn't need Ryan anyways, guys. You know what?
Nope,
Oh
there
shit,
we go.
Ryan! Good to have you here.
I
never say anything bad about Ryan.
I stop swinging my sword mid-swing toward Anwar's neck and just go and walk away.
Yep.
What I miss, guys?
Huh?
No, you're
Nothing.
dead.
Nothing.
So anyway, so I say to Hunter, right. So I say what I was saying, just like, I'm glad to have been on this with all of you. And listen, resistance to resistance here. I know I was, pretty into that idea of the big 3. Maybe being a big 4 or something. I mean, I still feel that a bit, but I don't know, maybe it should remain a big 3 and Lowball should probably be replaced at some point. I thought, that guy's really strong and I thought that was admirable, but the rest of him,
Audra, you don't have to get lumped in with some barbarian warriors to be tough. You want to be tough. That's your journey. You don't need to jump on some coattails to get there.
Well, thanks for saying that. It's not just about the strength though. It's about, the belonging, I guess. I feel really comfortable around all of you, but there aren't many groups where I feel as comfortable, honestly, until this, everything we've all been through, Opal was kind of the only one I'd really consider much of a friend.
I mean, yeah, Opal's pretty cool.
Yeah. Obviously, our paths have diverged quite a bit since then, but yeah, no, she's neat, and obviously her brother's fine. You're fine. Kamir's
Oh,
great. Rain's
shucks.
fine. So was I dreaming last night, or did we meet an owl person?
Okay, so I wasn't dreaming either then. Unless we had the same dream, that'd be freaky. Some freaky stuff.
Yeah. I guess we'll ask the others when they wake up.
No, I'm pretty sure we did.
I mean, there's a treehouse.
Yeah, there is. Huh. Oh. Yeah. Well, anyway, man, life's too short for pedestals. Don't put people up on them. You do you, bud. You
Thanks.
got it going on. You got a big old life ahead of you. Don't compare yourselves to others. That's silly.
Thanks. Hey, how are you feeling after everything?
Oh, I feel like 5 pounds of turd in a 2-pound bag.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, don't feel great. Could use a shower. And another couple days of R&R. And some guidance.
Well,
Feeling a little lost here, but I'm glad we're in beautiful scenery for now.
yeah. Well, hey, I'm feeling a lot rested myself, so I can patch people up now at least.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. Speaking of, thank you for not letting me die yesterday.
Yeah. Well, you held your own part of the battle too. It's not like, well, I mean, we all went down before. So, yeah, you're welcome. I'm hoping.
We had a rough day.
I don't know. I'm still getting the hang of this whole helping you all out thing, you know?
Hell yeah. Focus on your friends, focus on yourself, you know?
Thanks. You want to scrounge up some food or something for us, and I can keep an eye on the rock for you?
Hell yeah. You think we're allowed to, like, hunt deer through here, or is that going to be kind of frowned upon?
As long as you don't tell the deer your name.
You know, just to play it safe, I'm just gonna cook up a bunch of rations. I got some that's still pretty fresh.
Cool.
Whip up some grub. Be up in half an hour. And I'll start cooking.
I will take, whatever watch there is to take at this point.
Alrighty, so we're a little past 9, so I'm gonna say let's take a bathroom break, and then when we come back, everybody will wake up, and we will start to figure out where the hell you guys are going from here.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Oh my
holiday
God, do I
break
get to hit that long
screen.
rest button?
I know,
I'm gonna
right?
tune in.
Holiday break screen
Yeah.
coming in again, courtesy of Ryan.
Lost sound. All right. Alrighty.
Oh, that's so good, Ryan.
Oh, I need to see it. It's just if I go to YouTube.
Here, I'll drop the link real fast.
Oh, please do. That'd make it easier for me.
Oops.
Melody's been watching the whole time.
Aw.
Bless her heart.
Okay, there we go. All right, good to go pee. I think our sound is still on, though.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh my gosh. Well, in that case, hi, Melody.
Yeah, I'm on the delay. I just heard myself like, I think sound's on. All right. Cool.
This is very nice, this happy holidays thing. Wait, what happened? Where's the happy holidays? It's just a blank black screen now. Man, so I could take advantage of this. I can say so many things just with a blank screen that no one's ever gonna see. And now, just when I'm laughing, I just seem like a crazy person. Melody, I'm gonna have a conversation with you where you can hear, but no one else has any idea what you're typing to me. So I'm just gonna seem crazy. Hey, Melody, I really, really like you. I'm glad you're watching. Crazy? You're crazy. I'll show you crazy. Wahaha!
Wahaha! There we go.
So, Sydney, our audio is on.
Oh,
So
well.
I've been talking to Melody through Discord, and now this is all gonna be on YouTube.
Hello, Melody. So don't talk about like my credit score or anything like that.
Uh, I mean, Sydney, I would really wish you'd stop talking about your credit score. You mention it
It's
like
actually doing pretty good. Thank you.
like yeah, like every break. You're like, so guess how my credit score is doing this week?
I paid off my Kohl's credit card, and yeah,
As you know, the credit scores only were like 30 years old.
Really?
Like
that blows my mind apart. To be honest,
They came about in like 1989.
Oh, that's when I was
Credit
born.
score.
Did I make
So it's
credit
just
score?
an us
You
thing.
did.
It's just an our generation thing.
You know what's
Okay.
really fucked is I never like completely connected it, but I never realized that like apartments aren't linked to that. So you're like busting your ass to pay fucking rent, and they're like, we don't care.
Hey, Tony, just so you know, right now the YouTube stream is just a blank black screen, and we can hear all the audio right now.
Alrighty, we're back. I apologize for the black screen and audio on the break. That's my fault. I didn't tick the right boxes, but we're back now.
No.
Go through and listen to a blank screen. You can hear me talking to my girlfriend. Whoa, so much fun. All right.
I apologize.
So where?
I hope it wasn't
That's
anything
fine.
too intimate.
Oh, just talking about our future plans. No, I'm kidding.
Giving out our
Um,
social security numbers,
Giving out social security numbers. Also, it felt like the right time to have a heart-to-heart talk about like what we want out of life and what we think happens after we die and all these other things.
Man,
also,
that was a
Peggy,
really.
So
That
How do you
that
feel
too.
about
Yeah,
pegging?
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but
Remember, behind
Anyway.
every successful man is a woman pegging him.
well, this got awkward.
Oh,
Okay,
That's someone's Twitter bio that it has stuck with me ever since because I thought it was hilarious.
All things pegging aside, let's get into what is. I assume at this point, yeah, there is some stuff that's being cooked by Hunter, and everyone else is starting to wake up, and you're smelling some nice. What are they smelling, Hunter?
Mostly some sort of breakfast stew composed of like, some cured sausages, some root vegetables, maybe some fresher herbs and berries and vegetation that they could have scrounged up in the past day or two.
All right. Well, if you guys kind of finally got to sleep at around sunrise, we'll call that 6 a.m. So it's like 2 in the afternoon now that you guys are finally up. The morning rain is long past. It's getting pretty cold. We're on the last day of what is essentially October now. So it's starting to get a bit chilly even during midday. But luckily it is midday, and so it's just kind of jacket weather right now.
Okay.
Uh,
Glad I got that Vantablack cloak.
yeah. I guess, yeah, I'll do the cool, like, robes over armor move. I'll pull my, like, Mabon robes over my heavy armor.
Stew's up.
Oh, thank you.
hey everyone,
Good morning.
how'd everyone sleep?
Fine. I guess it seems we made an owl acquaintance last night.
I guess that really depends. River, what do you think?
I think he can be an ally to us. He seems genuine. And if anything, the Fae are more rambunctious and playful than they are dangerous at most times.
Boy, well, if we tell them what we've been up to, they're gonna love us.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you say. They don't have a love for the Empire, that's for sure.
Well, neither do we.
Wait, hold on. Before we get into what we've been up to, River, where have you been?
Oh, yes, well, I suppose... a funny thing about this forest, I think I was in the Feywild.
Ow.
Ow.
I think the book... I was either inside of the book, which is part of the Feywild, or it transported me there. I'm not entirely sure how it works. But when I went through whatever happened, I was there in a forest similar to this, with its multicolored arrangements and fungus everywhere. And, well, while I was there, a fairy stole my name.
Respectfully, because we've encountered some issue before, stole it or did you give it willingly after like a bribery kind of thing?
Well, the Fae
Oh.
asked for my name, and I gave it. And then they just went, and I couldn't remember who I was for a while.
Oh. Did you get it back?
Well, yes, obviously.
I don't know.
Such my nose ass like.
Hunter like coughs on his stew and just like loses it.
I
And it-
followed the Fae to a small village domicile. I'm not entirely sure what they call it. And I met a matriarch there. I bartered for the name, and removed a beast from a clearing in their forest. And when I got back, I spoke to her, and she told me, well, I told her of our mission, fighting against the Empire and doing what we can. And the Fae have dealt with the Illithid before, on many an occasion,
Really?
and successfully repelled them. They have magics that help protect their minds against attacks from the Illithid, and while fear is too strong of a word, the Illithid would much rather just avoid the Fae for how tricky they are to capture or take over.
That's
I'm
true.
sure
I
they
remember
so.
they didn't want to conquer this area for that reason.
They also set up on the border to Pixieland, but never quite ventured inside, and it seems they have tried to attack the Feywild at some point and could not.
Is there someone in charge? A delegation, an army, a council that we could
I'm
speak
not
to?
entirely sure. I only went to a small village, but there is supposedly some sort of archfey. I know not of where they are. That
It-
being said, without anything to barter to them, I don't see anything that would bring them to fight. They seem perfectly content to live in their forests.
If they don't fight themselves, could they potentially teach us to guard our own minds in the same way? Would
Funny you
be
should mention
helpful.
that. They did teach me. And that is the reasoning why I took Intellect Fortress and Thought Shield as my 2 level up.
Oh,
damn, I don't think I
spells.
could get that one.
Wait,
All right.
say those again, Artem.
Thought Shield and Intellect Fortress.
What's the
Intellect
second one?
Fortress gives one willing creature you can see within range has resistance to psychic damage as well as advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving
Nice.
throws.
Get fucked.
And also, I can cast it on multiple people at higher spell slots.
Hey!
So it's a
I always said that
legitimate
I liked you,
Illithid
Dominic.
fighter.
I always said that I liked you. I always trusted you.
And then the other one, Thought Shield, does not let anybody read your mind or detect your mind. So we could pass
Right.
by Illithid undetected as well.
Can that upcast too?
I don't think so, but it is not concentration, and it lasts for 8 hours.
Got it.
You know, I think I've
Interesting.
heard of some teens casting that they say no thoughts, just vibes.
Perfect. We just need to vibe with the right people.
I cast
moving
just
forward.
vibes at level 3.
No thoughts, just vibes. Level 3.
You know, I was thinking for a while we were in prison by Lopaw, I was thinking, why? For someone who thinks so little of us, why does Lopaw want us so bad that he would send his own elite guards to drag us back, to risk them dying to us, so he can just have us and throw us in cages? And you
think it
know,
was
the
just a
re-
power move.
Pissing
I think
contest?
it's more than that. Miss Chimera, when that mind flayer attacked, you were also paralyzed, right?
No, I only for a moment. Yeah. Sorsha helped me, I believe.
But you could see and hear and feel everything while you were paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
Lopaw was out the whole time, though.
Yes, but he could see and feel and hear everything that was happening to him as he was slowly being drifted up to be devoured by a mind flayer. And we broke free, and we saved him. And I think that thought haunts him. And I think that's why he wanted us back.
It was enough for him to kill Audra. So
If Audra gets like a look on her face when you say that, that's like,
am I
"Yeah, he
wrong?
did that."
I mean,
No, just like,
Anwar spoke to him and told him that he was the reason why he was even alive. And then he got furious enough that he decided to attack and kill.
you're saying he actually feels threatened by us.
Like,
No, more that he needs us. Because his guys aren't going to resist it. If he can't, they definitely won't. So if he gets hit by that again, and it's just his boys, he is SOL.
So you're saying one of the big three relies on us a little bit.
I think that's why he was so paranoid to get us back.
There's
And he,
Audra lets out for a moment, like a smile out of the side of her face, like, achievement unlocked, and then goes back to her like solemn face.
that's not a good thing, clearly, dear. Clearly, if
Well,
he's
that was
going to hunt
before
us
we,
down and drag us back.
that was before we killed a bunch of his guards and burned down part of his fortress. So he may
Correct.
actually want us dead now.
Also,
Yes. Why were you in jail again? I thought he was part of the resistance.
which reason should we give
Yeah.
why we were in jail?
He sent some of his more elite guards to bring us back, and we didn't want to,
We
and it
kind
turned
of
violent.
You kind
took
of
a ship.
bypassed a lot of key information. So, starting off, we smuggled some people out of the city with a boat that we originally stole, but then we stole it from him, kind of impersonating as him. And then
Allegedly.
he found
just wanna
out
say-
about it.
I just want to say real quick, we didn't give him that boat. We didn't say
We
like,
didn't.
it's your boat now.
And
Here
how
you
many
go."
times have we stolen that boat? Enough times.
Twice.
enough.
One
yeah.
could say that it should be ours. Anyway, he found out about it, hunted us down. We fought. They
Yeah.
very much won.
We gave it
and we were
110% and we ate
Dragged
shit.
back.
You know, there is a silver lining to all of this. I'd always been a little hesitant about you all because of your association with the resistance and knowing the barbarians that run part of it. And it seems you're no longer part of it.
I think we're more, probably on more wanted posters for different
The term
reasons.
is free agents.
Yes. Well,
I mean, we're still
I think the term
still-
is in hiding.
rebellion. We're very anti-empire.
oh no, yes. That's not what I mean. I mean, you're not under the violent and unhinged resistance that we have had reports of from the north. You're
Audra's kind
Honestly-
of doing one of those.
Now,
I feel
I mean, it depends
what
on the
about
day.
our recent activities says hinged to y'all?
I
I mean,
mean,
the
personally,
reason
I'm
for
kind of
which
fully
you are
against
doing
that,
what you're
so-
doing. I mean, as you said yourself, it seemed like Lopar wanted to take control of water we are not liberated.
Should we tell her about the super fun part, right? Like the big chunk involving Happy Dan, or should we leave?
Who's happy? I've heard so
that
much of this
out?
Happy Dan.
Happy Dan. Fuck it. He was a member of STEM Garden, whatever, and he happened to meet us at my childhood home.
Hold on. Before we get into this, Anwar's going to do a full look around suit guidance, see if we got any prying eyes or ears.
Yeah,
Go
code
ahead.
words.
We should probably be careful what we say around here, considering
Should
what
I
we
write
just
it
learned.
down? That's
Maybe,
true.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll write it down then.
21.
21 is really fucking good. You get the sense you don't spot anything, but it's definitely a heightened level of like you should probably either whisper or step out of the woods or something if you want to be sure that what you're saying isn't being heard.
Happy
You're
Dan
muted.
showed up with a bit of an offer, but also told us that literally, I believe all of Anwar's fans are hostages. And I'm writing. Do I write it down?
Yeah.
Did I write it down? Yeah, so I'm gonna, like, in very small... Do you understand Orc by chance? Elvish?
No. Elvish, yes.
Oh, they probably know that language
Yeah,
super easy.
you're in the forest right now.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and write it in common.
I know Sylvan.
I don't. And they're just like, yeah, totally, we get that.
Yeah.
So Happy Dan was possessed by a illithid priest that worked in STEM Garden. His name was Cerebro. And he was like, hey kids, let's make a deal. And after like 3 hours of in real life talking, we were like, all right. So we don't like the Empire, but we might work with this one particular guy because he doesn't really want to go with where they're sending him anyway, but he needs some help.
What
Like,
does he
that was-
want? Who?
That was our only real chance of getting Stem Garden emptied out.
Yeah, like without super big conflict. Like that
Like
was
a
how we
war-
were going to get it, and everybody was going to be safe. We were going to
War
get
with
Onwar's
major
friends, and the guy who killed his sister was going to be on like a silver platter. Basically, is the gist of all that.
Yep.
I'm a little confused. Who wants you to do something for them, and what did they want you to do?
She just circles the name Cerebro on the paper. Happy
Can-
Dan was telling us that they have hostages in STEM Garden.
Can Rain roll to see if she's heard of that particular member of the Empire?
Oh, sick.
Yeah, totally. You're talking
what
about
should-
Cerebro or Happy Dan or both?
Well, maybe both. If there's something's like, oh, that's a code name for something. What should I roll?
History, I guess.
Okay.
Roll for Empire shit.
Empire shit.
11.
Do I tack on my? Hold on. Can I tack it onto? I could tack it onto a history roll. Yeah, this is important enough to.
All right.
Come on. Fucking fuck. Well,
Okay,
13.
13. Cerebro to you. What would I think of this?
Elite spy, leader of espionage.
It definitely is an Imperial sounding name to you. It's not a name that you recognize, but it sounds like something that either a cultist or somebody high up would likely have. It's a name that's like directly like it sounds like directly from an Illithid or Empire kind of thing. This isn't like what a typical soldier would be called.
So we were
Right.
hoping that by taking the boat and dropping off all of, put it plainly, they were sex workers. We were hoping to drop them off and then scoot right on into STEM Garden and kind of retrieve the hostages. And then we were accosted by Lopez's men.
So you weren't going to do what Happy Dan wanted?
I don't think we technically wrote that off.
And what did they want you to do?
We don't know.
Haven't found out yet, but we were promised it would be in interest with rebellion goals.
You did know that it was a specific target that you were to help attack. You know that much.
Yeah.
Happy Dan asked if we were interested in fighting Crazy Steve. And then Anwar's going to add on to the note another illithid. Because that's basically what he asked for, was us to help knock over another illithid.
Essentially.
So this
Oh.
Crazy Steve was going to become our target.
I don't
And then
suppose.
Happy Dan was going to fuck off somewhere else, hopefully.
I don't suppose she would have any inkling of like higher up members that would be opposing each other.
I mean, you can go ahead and roll history. I might be able to give you something. I don't know.
Depends on how good the history is, I guess.
17 is pretty good. I'll give you this. You've encountered an illithid before at like one of the camps that you've worked at before. And you got a little bit of a sense that this illithid was acting a little more independent than you thought one might. Don't know if that's the one he's going after or not, but it's just
Right.
something that you noticed.
Well,
Do note, however, that at this particular junction, Happy Dan was very much left behind in Waterwheel. With no Paul.
and I suppose you needed him for communication?
We potentially?
Well, there is something we could do. And she opens up her book to the sending page.
Does anybody know Happy Dan's real name?
We know the name. You circled it.
Oh, you mean okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was like, what is his name, Daniel? Like I was being a dumbass.
We have come across this before. Does it need to be like a true name, or could a name that somebody's just
No.
going by work?
I think you just need to have met them, I believe is the only rule. Let me look it up.
Well,
so no. The
Artem
naming-
has a specific thing
Oh,
about
right.
his
Yours is
sending.
different. Sorry.
Yeah, the blurb of the name thing is specifically the name that they associate themselves with. So it's like, it's one of the things where like, even if you had a pseudonym, if you go by it for long enough, you become that pseudonym.
Okay.
So it's not
yep.
like, it's not some mystical true name. Like as
Uh-huh.
far as the rules are written, it's like, this is the name that they go by.
Somebody's
that-
gonna like
in that
call
case-
out to Agonarza and get
it-
on more.
Yeah, in that case, you could potentially reach this person.
Do we attempt it?
Don't feel
what
like
would-
we should do it here.
Well, perhaps not, but I'm not even sure what we would say. I can
You
only do
only-
it once a day anyway.
I can also send.
Oh, and you've met him.
Well,
Almost
you've
had
met
tea
Happy
together.
Dan.
I mean, I also grew up in
kind
STEM
of
Garden. Like I am
true.
very familiar with Cerebro.
Yeah, technically, any of the kids would
Oh, that's
kind
true.
of
Yeah.
have a beat on who he is.
Cerebra was my headmaster.
Right.
for
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
years.
Maybe just tell him we're out of Waterwheel? Just so we don't
What if
start
we-
causing more issues.
What if we held that for a second? Because, River, you said that the Fae have natural resistances and abilities against them.
Not so much well, they have the magics that they can use, and I don't think that the Illithid know how to combat them. Their magics are different. They rely on trickery and misinformation and things that the Illithid don't quite know how to deal with.
Well, right now we know two things. We know that Mind Flayers, more or less, beat Brawn. In a head-to-head fight, Brawn loses. But Mind Games and Trickery seems to either not be worth their trouble, or there's a weakness there. So maybe before we reach out to Happy Dan, we inquire more into that, and maybe we get some help. Maybe we turn the tables.
Well,
Come
we
into
do
it with
have
a little bit of advantage.
we do have someone who offered to be a guide. She gestures up at the tree, and I know that there's an archfey somewhere, though it may require going to Pixieland.
All I'm
My
saying
parents
is,
are out there. We could do that.
right now, Lopa wants us dead. The Empire as a whole wants us dead. We don't know if Knuckle wants us dead. He might have a lot of questions for us.
Well, we have a few for him,
we-
don't we?
We have many enemies and little allies. So I feel like if there's a weakness here, we need to find out as much of it as we can. Our guide might be our chance to finally turn this conflict around. What do you guys think? Also, that.
I feel like that's pretty important.
Yeah, actually, we're going in a different direction. But we'll keep your name on file.
Uh-huh. So listen, your performance review was not great.
We did some calling and not good.
We checked your references.
I mean, we took on a whole horde of barbarians, all of them with 3 attacks apiece, all of them fucking raging. And we kind of would have done okay if we would have focused a little better.
Yeah. We almost pulled it off.
Took 7 attacks. That was a lot.
Okay.
That hurt.
Tell you
That
what,
was
Rain, we could have
pretty
really
dope,
used you back
honestly.
there.
That's
We
true.
could've.
That would have made the difference.
Well, I'm here now. Should we wait for our guide to get his rest then?
I could definitely use
Let's-
some more rest.
Yeah.
It would be good to just take the day off and start in the morning.
I also
I still
feel
have
like
these, by the way. And she's gonna pull out like whatever is left of the rations that she stole from the fucking Empire.
Some good rations right there. That's the best biscuits. Wasn't that what it was? It was like, oh, they took the best biscuits.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're magical biscuits, always buttered to perfection.
I will say, given that literally everybody and their brother knows where that house was, I am quite concerned for Inga.
I can check in on her
Did-
if you'd like.
I don't think anybody ever went to Inger's besides you
No.
guys, right?
But she's
it's
not
near
far.
She's not far. That's very true.
If you could check on her, I would appreciate that greatly.
Sure.
I don't
Should
want
I
to
use
be
my-
responsible for bringing all that to her door.
Should I use my book and you conserve your magic?
If you're not going to use your book to talk to anyone else, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I
And-
think we're putting aside the Cerebro
Yeah.
check, so.
And I just want to say, on the topic of silver linings from before, you know, I expect the next time we encounter Lopal, it will be in combat. And as I told Hunter earlier, I think I'm pretty much over that whole thing. So
Oh, thank the gods.
Right. So, yeah, I won't be joining him or anything like that. Honestly, I was a little surprised. Yeah. Honestly, I was a little surprised to see the madam next to him in there. But perhaps she was just saving her own skin.
Opportunist, I suppose. What are we sending to Inga?
Hey, girl. How you doing?
You up?
Yes, I'm up. It's 3 in the afternoon. I've been up for 45 minutes.
Well, so they know that we went to go check out the house, and then we never came back. So
Yep. Yeah.
we just
There
never.
might be some concern going on there.
We should probably let them know that we're alive. That one of the big three personally wants us dead now. We're in hiding. If you can, Richard, what's that? The settlement, the mining town here. What's that vibe like?
That is where you last sent off the Silverbeard.
Yes. Is it hostile Empire territory, or is it just like a town? Like a working
Based off of everything you've known and during your life at STEM Garden, this is where the mines are that give you the raw materials. So it's very much like their bread's getting buttered by the Empire. However, with what's going on with Silverbeards lately, maybe attitudes have changed. And you did hear, you guys, when you were interrogating Donner, he did mention that there were a number of mixed opinions about the Empire within those dwarven clans.
If we were to send Inger and Anwar's family and the Tarzan orc and the Quickling and the sex workers, is that everybody? Is that everybody there?
I think that's majority,
I
if
think-
not
I
all.
think-
And the water genasi?
Oh yeah, they're in that
That's a
too.
lot of sending.
We have 4 total uses
We had
of it.
a crew.
We have 4 total uses of it among us.
I think these are all the people who are currently...
I'm not saying sending them all. I'm saying literally sending them to the mining town.
Oh, and then you also have Luke who stops in and out. So you got Luke too. So
Oh, I mean,
you got a shit ton of people who are currently at Inger's, and Inger's like, "There's a lot of people."
Maybe they should go to that mining town.
Idea.
Actually, we have... I don't know if we could do this, but Audra, you've met the Silverbeard that we rescued,
Yes.
who is a nobility. Rascal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rascal Silverbeard. Yep.
I only need to be familiar with the character. I don't need names or anything, but we do
What
know
do-
it.
So what if we told them to go there and said, Rascal, we have allies or friends. Could you welcome them?
Are we
And
1,000,000% sure that Rascal would be like, yeah, totally, and then not dick us over?
Another thing to remind you of is the foresting logging area that you burned down. That
Twice.
ships have been like going up from that town and back. So I would say that in general, that's like the opening to a whole mountain region. Probably what you would know about that is it's not just one little town there. That's like the opening to the whole mountain ecosystem of all sorts of dwarven clans there and stuff. So while the mining is a big part of it, there's a lot that happens from there, and dwarves are coming in and out fairly often. They would come down to STEM Garden to do various merchant stuff, but also these logging dwarves also, where it seemed like their clans may have stemmed from up there as well.
I'm just thinking in terms of them being nearby the commie house, who the Empire knows we're there, and the Lopaw knows that we were there. So much like the androids looking for Goku, they'd be like, "Let's go to commie house." It's literally the first place I'd look to see where he is.
Yeah.
Affirmative. That is the first place we will look.
So we should probably not have them be around there, but I'm trying to think of other places that they could go.
We had that kind of midpoint when we, like, not long after we were doing the Leshy thing. There was the big stronghold that we absolutely destroyed and did not burn down. And then there was like an outpost near there where we did like a favor. I think it's where we picked up the mercenaries.
Oh, that was near. I think that was in Styx. That
Would
was the
that
swamp.
be-
That was the swamp village.
Oh, but we gotta send them through the swamp. I think they'd die. Never mind.
Honestly, I feel like the best, most well-guarded place we could send them, and they could probably be welcomed better, is it the Iron Forge?
The Iron Root Forge. Yeah.
But they'd have to get past the goats, man.
I was gonna say they
goats.
could get past some goats. Those asshole goats. Which did you kill any of the 3 goats? I feel like one died.
I think Chimera like beheaded one, the big one.
It got to the
my
point
God,
where you
yeah.
guys were like, "Fuck these goats."
That might, I mean, they would probably most definitely be better off there. They would have that midpoint where Sorsha and the older Goliath live.
Their old house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that got totally burned down in the fight with the Mind Flayer.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
So I would suggest it is a with goats there. It's a little tricky, but with Luke and Twig,
Twig.
and I think they could maybe make it up the mountain to
They
there.
have the dominatrix. They might be able to make it.
They do have the Goliath
Delilah.
dominatrix with them. yeah.
Honestly, if anyone wanted to do this, this would be an excellent one shot where everyone is one of the sex workers and they have to get those NPCs up the mountain and they have to like survive that trek. So,
Ladies and
I don't
gentlemen,
know.
Sex Mountain.
You know? It's the same as
How do
D20
people-
fuck dice.
I know it's mostly people from Anwar's backstory, but how do we feel about sending them up there? To
I'm
like,
not completely against it.
Hey, as long as we put him in a safe space, that's the point, you know?
It's also
Yeah,
your
I mean-
sister that's gonna be going up the mountain. And your mom and your dad.
yes. But I feel like that's better than the Empire or Lopal finding them right now.
I
'Cause that
agree.
would be
I
so
agree.
bad.
Uh-huh. Especially Lopa. Can you imagine what, like, he'd just be a dick. Like,
I mean,
he would just murder. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not against that. And then it gets them out of Inger's hair. Inger has plausible deniability in kettle corn. I believe in her.
Yeah, she's a boss, you know.
I think Inger would be like, finally, get out of my house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
so,
this spell about liking myself more. I don't like any of you people.
And Opal ought to be familiar, at least somewhat, with the Soulforge stuff, because after that whole adventure, we returned to Stem Garden and there was like a bit of a pause. And I'm sure like Anwar relayed what happened, so.
Parts.
Parts, okay. Well, maybe not as
He was
familiar
keeping
as I
his
thought then.
alter ego, the more dangerous parts out for a while.
Right,
To
he
not
had to
worry
spin
about
it for his dad, so he wouldn't be like, "You have to stay home now, son."
He's like, I was doing research and not falling off a mountain.
I think that's worth a try. And it gets them the fuck out of like the main thoroughfare that we've created.
So this is 23 words, something like that, to Inger.
I like it. We're alive. That's succinct. Lopa hates us. Yes. I like it. I think you did a very good job.
With 2 words to spare.
For safety.
Scout.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking for safety
Yeah.
at the end. Yeah.
Nice.
I like that.
Mhm.
All right. So she writes that in the book to Inger.
All right, let me read that real quick.
She's
Hello,
just gonna
Inger.
come back with a no solicitation.
Do I know you?
This witch's
Wait,
mental
just,
inbox
just
is
for
full.
this for the stream, unless people can see it, does somebody want to read it?
Artem, you're sending it, right?
Sure, yeah. I'll read it in the sending voice.
Okay.
How are you, Inga? We're alive. Lopar hates us. We're hiding. Can you tell our friends and family to head to the Ironwood Forge for safety?
Oh, that will do. Please stay safe now.
Inger dies in this campaign. I will murder everybody.
Especially if it's your fault, you're gonna really feel bad about it.
Especially because she's like my favorite NPC.
I really liked her episode a lot.
Me too.
If we TPK all these people going up the mountain, man, oh man.
You know what we could also do? This is a stupid idea, but just need a couple items. We just drop a couple like message tubes on the routes that the Empire would take to find the Kami house, and that the orcs would take to find the Kami house. And in one of them, it'll say, everything's set up at the house. We have a bunch of orcs protecting us. And in the other one, it'll say, everything's all set up to hide, us.
Be
And
there at 5 o'clock.
we have some rebels disguised as Imperials to protect us, and they'll just go beef
They just
there.
deal with it themselves.
Yeah.
Look, I don't hate it.
It would cost
It's a
some
long
parchment.
fucking walk, though.
It would cost them, not for Twig. Twig could drop that
Oh,
shit off
shit.
in a flash.
True.
It would cost a couple pieces of parchment and a couple of tubes. That was it.
I will say, if Anwar would approach Audra and say, if you could sending my sister, and just reaffirm that I am okay, and we are trying to send you there for your safety. And I think if you mention that we passed their like trial of the Soul Forge, right? We did
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Came
If
back
we
to
could, like-
it, but yeah.
If we could name drop that, maybe that would help them be like, oh, you guys are those people? Yeah, come on in.
Well, they were also followers, back when Audra was an Onatar cleric. They were followers
Yes.
of his, so we have that connection, yeah.
So, what are you sending to them, or are you having Twig send a mess or running up to them?
I think I'm doing ascending because Anwar just approached me, right?
Yep.
So yeah, she's probably like sharpening her blade or something. You tell her all that, and she's like, okay. All right, now let's see if I can condense it all. So she'll send it out. Hey Opal. What is
Oh my
that, Ryan?
God.
What are you showing us? Oh, it's a mug.
It's my wine glass.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Okay,
love
It's just
that.
so creepy.
but the liquid was
Hey, guys,
sloshing,
playing
and I
D&D?
thought like you were able to make it talk for some reason.
That's a wonder.
It was so big on screen, I thought it was a mug at first, like being held up.
Because
close.
I'm holding it really close.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Wait, hold on. You gotta line it up like your head. There you go. Perfect. All right, guys.
I did have caltrops.
Okay, yes. All right, retcon everything.
baby.
We want to use caltrops, Richard. We're gonna use all of Kamir's luck points in one to just rewind to that. Okay, so sending to Opal. Hi, Opal. We're all fine, including Anwar. I'm just reaffirming that the Soul Forge is the place to go, right? We already told other folks that that's the place.
Already told Inger to tell them,
Okay,
including
so I'm just
Anwar.
backing it up. Okay. Is Soulforge 1 or 2 words, Richard?
Sorry, say it one more time.
Is
Oh, it's
Soulforge 1 or 2 words?
I'll allow it to be 1.
Okay. Soulforge is the safest place to go. Tell them you are under care of Onatar. Let us know.
Alrighty. I'm glad you're all safe. Thank you for letting me know. Please stay in touch. We'll head over there.
And I'll look back over. Yeah, they'll do it. And Anwar, I'm sure they'll be safe there.
Now, one of these days, we're going to say that it's going to be true. Just a numbers game.
At some point, they'll find a safe house that's actually safe.
Yep. Yep.
Eventually.
Remember when the idea was, let's go take over Water Wheel so that way that can be the safe house?
Yep.
Well, if we were like a mono orc party, it would be a safe place.
Alrighty, so you guys do that. What else? What else are you guys doing?
What's
we
our
want-
next move?
Do we
Well, we
want
have to
do
wait
the
for the
control
guide.
Cases?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably just go over and knock on his door whenever.
Oh, I thought he was waiting until nightfall.
Nah, he's been like playing PlayStation all day waiting for us to talk to
I
him.
mean, he's gotten 8 hours of sleep too at this point. So he might just be kind of like chilling, but not necessarily like asleep.
Well, he
Oh.
probably has a wee hoo.
Jesus
out.
Christ!
You're done for the night.
Wow.
Sign off.
Oh.
Sign
Wow.
off.
Remember how?
Fuck all
Remember
of
how
you. That was
we
cute.
gave Tony the dumbest joke thing at the beginning, and I was like, "There's still time."
Is another one.
There it is.
Judging by y'all's reaction, that was an amazing joke.
It was-
So you're
I liked
welcome.
it. I liked it.
All right. Well,
The wee woo.
We who? Yeah.
do we knock on the door?
I throw a brick through the window.
No.
That's one way to get his attention.
No.
First of all, where did you get the brick? You're in the middle of the woods.
I see why everyone hates you now.
You keep on getting chased out of places.
I'll knock on the door.
Okay. You wake up and come in.
Oh, fuck.
I open the door. and
So you just like climbed
I
up
keep-
there? Did you echo
Yeah.
up there? Or?
I echo up there. Are you kidding?
Okay.
These old bones
Okay.
can't take much more of this bullshit.
Okay. Yeah, you echo on up there. You kind of knock on his door. Come on in. So you come on in, and it's a really nice area. There's it's very like kind of plush all around. He's got like a nice little desk where he's got some some quills and some parchment and stuff like that, and he's just got various like feathers and dream catchers and other kind of feather related items that are kind of all around. He's got a nice little bed of feathers that he's made for himself as well. And so he just kind of gets up, kind of brushes himself off a bit. How is your rest? Are you all well?
Well enough. Thank you for last night. Sorry if we came off a little hostile at first.
Oh, that's quite all right. Just want to check in, make sure. We've had some intruders into the forest before, but you all seem like you're well enough. May I ask, are you familiar with the forest? I noticed the wolf symbol.
Not this one in particular, but yes, I am. I'm a follower of the Great Wolf. I have been since I was a child.
Oh well, if that's not a friend of the forest, I don't know what is.
I'm glad.
And now we must fight to the death.
So how can I help?
Last night you mentioned maybe taking us a little bit further in. We don't wish to impose, but we are kind of not on a deadline per se, but time's ticking.
Okay
What-
then. Is there anywhere particular within the forest you would like to go?
What we mean to say is, we've earned.
Oh, have you
quite?
shot your way up into the thing too?
I mean, yeah, we'll walk up as the rest of us. Is there no
Okay.
stairs? I guess not for an
There's
owl
no.
that flies.
Nah, he just flies up.
I guess I spider climb up there.
Okay.
We've earned quite the reputation. We're no fans of the Empire. Let's start with that. And
That's a good start.
yes. So we don't like them, and they don't like us. And we're hoping to deepen that connection by, frankly, kicking them the hells out of this area of our lives. So we're looking for any way that we can. What you guys have going on with them not being here is really great, and we'd love some tips and pointers. And if anyone could help us with that, we would love to be able to go home again.
Okay. Well, the woods just kind of make a very natural. Excuse me. A natural barrier of sorts. So we've worked hard to, draw the line here, and we have had some better success than our friends over to the north, where I believe there's been quite a bit of logging going on over there. But so far, the woods of Loch Raven have remained unmolested. And
Listen, if you don't like the logging place, don't even get us started.
We're the rat people.
We've burned it down once. We've stolen 2 of their ships. They hate us. They
Technically,
they really do.
one ship twice.
go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage. Because there is going to be a little bit of like, seriously, are you shitting me? You did all that? So it's going to take a little bit of.
Oh no, we did it.
I'm gonna roll it twice. So hopefully it's good.
He's going to do an insight check too.
And it wasn't.
Oh.
His insight check was not very good either. So just like, unbelievable. Wow. Okay, you burned it down.
Yeah, I mean,
Mostly.
in the grand, yes. Parts were on purpose, parts weren't. It's a long story.
Freaks and
Also, when we
ogres.
took the boat, what was that? First time, second time, first time. We got one of them login dwarves to. He watched us take down the captain of his boat and some of his friends, and then we tricked the dummy into thinking that we were like Imperial hit squad spies.
Oh,
And-
you're a fan of tricks.
Oh no.
Our enemies would definitely think we are.
I've been
Doesn't
tricked
that just
Jason.
mean you are then?
Also, that was the second time we took the ship.
That was the second time. So we got some experience with logging camps. If you want to, they call us Kenny Loggins.
Okay.
The race to the bottom of these
That's your good
jokes.
one, Andrew. That's your good one. Gone. Arnum's just gone.
It'd be really funny if you gave it like a good 30 seconds, and you're just like, "Oh my God, is he not coming back?"
Yep.
Oh, wait, here we go.
We got experience. Oh no, we got experience with this. If you want to work on kind of a team thing.
Well, okay then. Well, the question really is, where within the woods would you like to go? We have a certain version of our own Sealy Court. If you'd like to go there, if there's anyone particular, there's the various mages that perhaps I could introduce you to. There are, of course, some fairies, although they're kind of a wild card.
Sealy
What?
versus unsealy in this world. I know that typically it's not great either way. Sealy's okay-ish. Yeah.
Better than Unsealy, that's for sure.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that it was consistent. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep, yep. And like you said, like a version of a Sealy Court, but not like the Sealy Court. So
That
there
might be
are a
it.
number of people I could introduce you to. You're wanting to make more connections to help fight the Empire, yes?
Oh yes.
Taking the fight to them, there's not many that are brave enough to do that.
Well, perhaps
That-
the greatest trick would be to have them realize they came here for no reason and leave.
If that's what you wish to do, I can try to introduce you. So the real question is, well, you see, we're not the most organized group, but there is a court that does meet over at the lake. I could introduce you to them, or there are some interesting folks throughout the woods that I do know, some of them that I could introduce you to. I could introduce you to some individual mages. What would you prefer?
Speaking of mages, do you know of certain witches?
There are some that I have heard of, and maybe perhaps one I have encountered in my life.
Any swamp witches you may have run across?
Oh, I stay away from the swamp. That's
That's probably a good idea.
That's
Yeah.
probably a very good idea.
Like, what dum-dum wouldn't take that advice?
and there's also the Raven Queen, who has a temple on a small island in the lake.
Yeah.
Some
Can we
people
just-
some people seek that out. She is a witch of sorts, I suppose.
Can we
But,
just
like-
get like the completionist trophy for the entire like Ravenwood area? Can we just go through and just like everywhere?
But like Leshy doesn't show up to court or anything, right? She's not like a card carrying member or anything like that.
Roll an insight for me.
All right.
I like how you just threw her name out there.
I just need to know. I haven't stressed enough. We've made a lot of enemies.
So, there's like a little bit of a triggering when you say Leshy. Appearing in court, no. She's made herself known sometimes.
Like, just imagine if we showed up to the fairy court and it's like, oh, here comes our note taker now, and it's like, well, look who it fucking is.
Oh yeah, speaking of
Bitches.
Leshy,
When
Do
you
y'all
say
wanna-
Leshy, do you mean the actual Leshy, or the witch who goes by Leshy?
I think it's the second one actually.
definitely
Oh
the
my
one
God,
that
there's
goes
two
by
Leshy?
Leshy.
No, it's definitely not like Leshy. I think it's a witch that goes by it out in the swamp bog.
Yes, she has made herself known at times, caused a bit of trouble. But she's mostly been chased out of these parts.
Yeah, I had to burn her out of my head.
Oh, that's concerning.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
out
better
of
now.
your head now, yeah?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Good. But the real Leshy is in these woods. And has been quite good at keeping Empire out.
So you're
Appreciate
saying what
that.
we need to do is make an alliance with Leshy.
If that's what you'd like to do.
I don't think...
Introducing you to the real Leshy would be difficult. It's not like we're friendly. It's not the type you usually bargain with. The real Leshy is more of a force of nature, if that makes sense.
Amar looks at Hunter and is like, why do I feel like you're behind this somehow? Why do I feel like we're in the same place we were 2 months ago?
Mhm.
Want to strike up a deal?
Video.
There are many.
Without-
I would say there are many creatures of the forest who have made their home here, and they are quite powerful in their reasons why the Empire has not penetrated our forest. Leshe is certainly one of them.
Guys, I feel like this is our key. If we can find something that can help us, like a secret weapon, then at least when we leave the forest again, we'll not be going out. Because we can get our butts spanked this way and every other way.
I was going to make an argument, but you're pretty correct. Like we'll get one good one, and then we get knocked back down again.
We gotta break this. We gotta change this, and this could be our way to do it.
Yeah.
From the chain.
What do you think? Maybe if we get a couple of them wizards on our side, and then
Oh, well, I said
that'll put us
mages.
in
I
leverage?
didn't say any wizards.
Oh, I'm sorry, mages. Get a couple mages on our side, and then maybe that could leverage some more volunteers.
You're more likely to find mages of the druid variety in here.
Okay.
Druids and warlocks.
Don't want to make any rash decisions and potentially make the court angry, though.
Perhaps we should meet with them first before seeking out the individual mages.
Right.
We could get an idea of who is trustworthy and who is not in the woods.
As I tell
Oh.
you what, I don't want to piss off a bunch of people and then have to run away from trees or something, because we lost that before.
We've angered the orcs, we've angered the mind flayers, now the trees!
Yeah, the final army is going to be a real eclectic mix of actual
We're
monsters
just like
and
running
plants.
into the ocean. We're as every single faction in this game.
Yep.
is trying to kill us.
Hunter's going to like have a thought and like put his backpack down and dig through and pull out a candle and like light the wick, and like his eyes just like flare orange and like then start glazing over, and then in his mind he's gonna say, "Hey Ronan, you in there? Got a minute?"
You are a warlock now, and he is your patron, correct?
Correct.
So, go ahead and roll a d100. Okay, so 64 was my favorite number for quite a while when I was a big fan of Nintendo 64. So I'm going to give this to you.
Yeah.
You, Ronan says, "Hey, what's up, kid?
Hey, you got any friends around here? You know where we are? Guess where we are, fam?
Where are you?
Take a look around.
You're in the woods.
Not just any woods, my dude. I'm going to like
Excellent.
breathe in some of the air and then exhale it into this plane.
Yeah, he's gonna just like absorb that smoke and then blow it back out. You're in Lochraven.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got some friends out that way.
I don't like the way you said that. All right, we're gonna skim on by that. Yeah. So, looking for some backup on dealing with some Empire folks, and yeah, wondering if
You sure you want to bark up that tree?
yeah, woof woof, bud.
Alrighty then. Let me see what I can do. And just be
Alright.
ready for somebody to find you.
All right. Any pieces of advice? Anyone we should stay away from?
Well, do you want me to send someone or not?
Oh man. All right. Well,
Because whoever I'm going to send, you might want to avoid. It's going to be up to you. It's, they ain't
Is this
exactly...
call on speaker?
They ain't
No.
exactly friends, but they ain't, but if you're with me, they might not be enemies either.
all right. Cool. Another one. We just did one of them like enemy of our enemy, ain't exactly our friends kind of deal. That kind of pinched us in the butt, something fierce. So I'm not looking for that kind of situation.
Oh, you're not looking for me to hook you up with a demon or a devil? I just love Sydney's muted reaction.
Right? The cami voice in my head says, no, 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 you dumb little man, no. You dumb child, stop, no, stop, you dummy.
But you got a little bit of devil in you.
I mean, just remember, you and I, this is a partnership, right? Like, I'm helping you out, you help me out, right?
I view it more as a patronage and a...
That is fair. Is there anything I can do for you while I'm in these here woods?
Let me think on it after I've had a chance to talk with one of my guys.
All right, cool. Good talk, bud.
Wait, just so I'm clear, you want me to hook you up or not?
Oh, dang. As long as I get right of first refusal or whatever.
Don't know what you mean by that.
Oh, you do contracts all the time. You know what right of refusal? One of them, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't understand what that means in the context of am I sending you a guy or not? You're saying you want me to find the guy and then tell you about him before I send him?
Oh, hell, go for it. All right.
All right, I'm going for it.
Thank you, bud. All right, cool. Peace out, boss. Have a good one.
Ronan out.
We need to get out of the Owlin's house. We need to get out of the Owlin's house.
His eyes kind of like go back to normal, and the candle just like goes out. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, might be running into an interesting character in a bit, but that's a later problem. It's a solution. It's a later opportunity, is what that is.
So, Hunter, did the thing talking about Leshe like jog your memory, and you're like, oh, we should make some alliances with some bad people that will, you know what? Just for old times, let's just do it again. Is that what gonna jog that memory?
Oh shit! I got a pattern, don't I?
Yeah.
Bobby, thank you for whatever opportunity you have for us. We will be going outside now. Thank you so much. Everybody out. Let's discuss this.
We would like to talk to some of your druid friends, though. Okay.
Outside. Let's discuss this downstairs.
Thank you.
Alrighty, just let me know who you'd like me to introduce you to first.
We will momentarily. I'm so sorry.
That's quite all right. I'm just going to be chilling here until nightfall.
Okay.
All right,
so
huddle
do we
time.
wait?
What's up?
What are we doing? Do we wait for the demon?
I mean, okay.
Nobody else knows about the demon right now.
I know,
or the devil.
But
So,
like,
all right. So here's the deal. I talked to my big man, and he told me that he'd get in touch with somebody and send someone our way who might be able to help us out. So just expect to run into somebody.
Why would you do that now? Why would you do that now when we are on the way making friends with people?
Because this is where it'd be, like this area. I was like, hey, you know anyone around here? You know?
A
And he's like,
demon?
yeah, I know a couple guys. Well, or devil.
Such an innocent answer. Because this is the area. This is
Yeah.
where it'd be.
So you're like, the forest full of fae? You know who's here?
It's his
Devils.
neighborhood. It's his neighborhood. I don't know, man. He just lived here.
Do devils get along with fae?
No.
They're probably all very tricky, at least.
Well, I mean, if
Right?
he sends us a devil, then we can make an agreement. If he sends us a demon, that might be like kind of herding a cat. Herding, not hurting. You know what I mean?
So, should we just ask to go see the court, and when we run into this demon devil creature that we do?
Oh, sure. It should be fine.
But what
be
if
fine.
it runs in during the meeting, Hunter?
Well, I mean, that would be rude as hell, right?
Be a rude demon.
Right?
Has there
or
ever been
devil.
one of those?
Or devil.
I think
Or
that'd be the first
something.
one.
Or something. Who knows? I haven't met the
You
guy
should know. You should know.
I love this so much.
yet. I thought we were looking for help. That's fine. Okay. It's whatever.
Hold on. Let me call my great-great-grandfather who dominated the world once. Hey, yeah, Granddad, do you want to come and join this meeting too? Great. See you at 6.
I'm
Oh,
still
sweet.
stuck in a fucking lamp.
Sweet, we got another one? All right.
We're in a bunch of forest of trees. You love those.
All right. Well, Richard, the DM, is saying that he needs to know who you'd like to go after first, so I know what to prepare for next session.
Probably.
I think we should go meet with the court.
Yeah,
Sure.
I agree.
We should find out who really doesn't like the Empire, and then it's everybody. Then we should be like, "Hey,
Common enemy.
Yeah,
wanna work with us?"
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh man, could you imagine druids coming in and sprouting a magical forest barrier around Stimgarden, filled with Fae to defend?
Hey, Sharks. So we here are the Stemp Guardians, and we have a deal for you.
But for real though, like if we do that and then like resistance comes a calling, like, hey, what have you? We're doing like what you've been doing. It's like, well, how about this? Do you like this? Do you like having the
I'm
entire
not gonna
Steely Court
lie.
on your side?
The druids and the encapsulating the area, that's totally an element in Baldur's Gate 3.
The one thing I will say that you would just generally know, those of you who know Poe know that he's from this area. He's from Loch Raven.
Makes sense.
And
Alan is
also,
Poe.
in general, between Poe or just anybody else who's like nearby from Resistance, like, do you think you guys are the first ones to try this? So, like, if you're gonna go there, make something special about you guys.
Listen, logging camp. Check out a resume.
Speak for
Um,
itself, really.
So, just something to think about over the next week. But I think we're going to end it there because I need time to prep what the hell's going to happen in this court and what the hell's going to happen with this devil or demon.
You mean
Cool.
you can't just off the dome with that?
I'm off the dome this whole session tonight.
I know
okay?
it has been.
I had
beautiful.
no idea you were going into this forest. All of this was made up.
It's a beautiful
And the
tapestry,
points
and we are
don't matter.
grateful to be swathed in it. Tapestry.
Yes.
Who swathes himself in a tapestry?
People who steal
Alrighty.
tapestries,
Apparently
good
you.
fun.
Well,
alright.
that's going to be our session, and I will be way more prepared next time since I have a solid idea of what direction we're going in. I did not have that going into tonight.
Hey, it was still fun, and it played into the scramble of it, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's great.
So okay, so are we doing? We back next week? Is that the move? Since I'm
think
good for that
so.
Monday.
No, is there?
Good next week
Yeah,
too.
it's after
holidays-
Christmas and everything.
Fell on a
Yeah, on like
time
Saturdays.
this
So
go around.
it's
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll be back normal time and place then next week.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna take us to the proper screen this time for the It was the right screen last time. I just didn't have the loop on. I apologize. I'm gonna take us to the right screen now. We'll see everybody next time when we'll get another look at all the fun holiday screens.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.